Hello, everyone.
Get real close.
Ahoy.
Ahoy,
Right up in their
mates.
business,
Welcome
cat.
to Sunset
there.
Rummin.
Are we doing it now?
Yeah, that's why I said, are you ready? Like
Am I
3 times
ready?
and you ignored
Don't-
me.
No, I'm sorry. Did you say
Tessa,
something?
are you drinking bees?
Bees? Yeah.
Bees.
It's the name of the tea.
Is it really? It's named
Nah,
after
it's Be the Change, but bees was more fun, so I went with bees.
I'm still water from the land of Britta because I didn't get here until now.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. I pineapple Malibu.
Mm.
That's my fault. I was late. I was cold, so I was seeking my glovelets that think I have a green screen.
Does pineapple have an
Scary.
E in it?
P-I-N-E.
Yes.
Pineapple.
Yeah, okay.
They're
I assume you know how to spell
interdimensional.
apple. Say what?
They're interdimensional phasing gloves. You
Mm.
reach
Yes.
through and grab stuff.
I missed the folly, so here I am.
Who's Dr. B?
Virtually.
I've
I
never
might
heard of
have
Dr.
to
B.
go. I'm getting distracted by myself, so
Worst
might have to...
sign language interpreter ever.
I haven't heard of Dr. Bees,
Dr.
but I
Bees?
have Burt's Bees.
I mean,
Close.
I have those. Actually, I
Yeah,
have those
that-
right here. Is that weird that I also have Burt's Bees right here?
A little bit. I'm at my desk, so it just lives here.
Every year for Christmas, I buy my wife is a 5-pack, I think, and that gets her through the year, and she just about runs out the end of December. Yep, we've been
Works-
doing
that
that
works
for
for me.
about-
Efficient.
The
About
best kind
10 years.
of gift is the one you can predict when it runs out,
Mm-hmm.
and have it be the next gift-giving holiday.
Unless she loses some, then we got an issue.
But that's what Valentine's Day is for.
I mean, who doesn't lose chapstick?
Anyway, I just want to wish everybody
Always.
happy Valentine's Day.
Yes, happy Valentine's, everyone.
Just after Valentine's Day, we
But did
still love
anybody
you.
give or get anything festive for their Valentine's Day?
Nope.
Anything you can anything that you can mention here on a live stream, I should say. If not, just kind of wink suggestively. Or like you're having a stroke.
I was going to say, where did everyone go culinarily for
I
Valentine's
made
Day?
a
'Cause I
frozen
know-
pizza.
Yeah, I had Elio's frozen pizza. So
Chinese food. We had delivery.
Oh, all right. No. So see, we got 2 Italians. We're good. We got 2 people went to Italy. One person.
Yeah,
What'd you get? Chinese? You said?
We got Chinese and Thai, but it was by candlelight, so there's at least points there. We get points. We did not go anywhere, but we got.
We went
Chinese
and got ramen.
Ah,
Well, so we went to the Far East.
4 regions
Yes.
so far, yeah.
I was I did India. I did potato curry last night. I made some potato curry, which is where my Today-
Not potato, but
today I was gonna say I'm Eurasian, as I have my leftover potato curry, but it's wrapped in pizza dough in my attempt to make a samosa. So it's an Indian calzone, stromboli, Indian stromboli.
Okay. In
I like
my
Indian
defense,
stromboli.
I went through the entire frozen supreme pizza and picked off all of the green peppers and moved them to my side because wife doesn't like them. That's love. That's my balance.
It is. I mean,
Are-
it really truly is.
I just don't.
For-
It's not because I
Yeah.
just want more toppings on my side. No.
Oh.
Birch isn't my tradition for the last few years. Is I get Hawaiian pizza once a year, unless we get Domino's, which is very uncommon. We maybe do that once or twice a year. I get Hawaiian pizza one time a year, and it's Valentine's Day. I did not want pizza though yesterday. I have been putting off making this curry. So I
Indian
did that.
food.
Domino's is good when you want a tiny bit of pizza with your crust.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's literally that. We got it a few weeks ago. I'm like, I just want garlic crust.
I want carbs now, damn it.
Ahoy, Felix! Yay! I just got
Being a
Valentine's
Viking
Day.
right
getting
now.
a mead
Right
named
now.
in my honor.
What? You're You're being a
I
Viking
almost
right now.
forgot.
We all want to be Vikings in our hearts. We're all pirates, but we want to be Vikings in our hearts.
No, not all of us. Vikings are scary.
They are scary.
Yes, and they're in the mud a lot.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in the mud a lot, but that's usually Nessa's fault.
Hey, y'all. Yeah, wait. We need
What?
to revisit Friday's stream for those of you that did tune
Friday
in
we're
on
not-
Friday.
Friday was.
No,
Saturday.
Friday I was here.
Oh!
Friday,
you,
yeah.
you had a visitor the entire time you were here.
I had friends my entire time.
That was great.
Felix dropped in, and if Felix is still in chat, he can attest to this. I believe Kadaro was there at that point. I don't remember. I am a better navigator than this game.
Well,
I am on
that's
Secrets of
good.
Monkey Island
That's 'cause
2.
You're a real one. That's because you're a real one.
And when we travel between islands, they go in a whole bunch of circles, and then they go the wrong direction and they go back. And Felix said, 100%, it's in the VOD that I am a better navigator. So I just need to be out there that I am not the worst navigator in the world.
How long have we been run aground?
That's not my fault. I just navigate. I don't drive this ship.
That isn't technically her fault.
That's not my fault.
Uh,
For once, not my fault. Usually my fault.
Oh, you always say that.
That's also true, though. You do always say that. It may not always be your fault, but you always say it's not your fault.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Accurate. I may have joined in my memories as reliable as paper sales. I feel that.
Kadajo.
That's fair.
Kadajo. Did I say it right yet? I was trying to pay attention when we went to visit Rock and Dock, and he says it right. Yes, Kadajo. And Nessa is a great navigator. We give her
Thanks,
a lot
Felix.
of crap, but I know you're always on her side,
Okay.
so we can't.
I know.
Can we wear it out?
Oh, Kodarsha's, yeah.
Kadajo. 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 If I say it enough times, I
Kadarjo.
might actually remember.
Kadarjo.
How long do we have to say it before we wear it out?
I think it's supposed to be 7 times and you remember, and then maybe like 17 more times, and then it's worn out.
What if you're saying it while looking into a mirror?
Oh.
I've never advised that using any name, but you know,
Just don't
if
say
you
it
want to
more than
visit,
twice.
maybe that's how you get a
Beetlejuice.
nice, safe quarantine visit.
You need
Birch,
some type
what are
of
you doing?
My
Are you hovering?
No, Birch is banging on the walls. I just wasn't
Oh.
sure what he's doing. Our bathroom, which is on the other side of the Mermaid Tails, is under remodel.
Mm,
That'd be
Don't go in
referred
the
to as
head!
the
that makes
Don't
sense.
go in the head!
I can't fathom it.
Can't fathom the bowl.
It's deep too.
Oy vey.
And-
Oh,
I
God, here.
understand you would be very confused. I would be very confused appearing out of nowhere all of a sudden in someone's bathroom.
Mhm.
Wherever they-
That's the worst part. Is it depending where the mirror is, you don't necessarily want company.
It's
You know.
like, wait a minute, what am I doing? And well, okay, you don't have pants on, so at least that's a little comfort.
I mean, no pants. Hashtag no
Wait,
pants
that's a
club.
Yep, that's my life. I actually do have pants on today. I'm breaking the rules. But they're like not real pants. They're like sweatpants, so they don't really count as pants.
I hate it when my
Yeah,
pants
that was
sweat.
counting.
I half have pants on.
Hey, Percy!
Yeah.
You crushed it on Saturday night with your painting party. I had such a good time.
It was fun.
So many of you were there, and you were there, and you were there, and it was a really great time. If you didn't get a chance to paint along with live, you should paint along with the video on demand, which is down here
Yeah.
and about to show up on the YouTube.
Yeah, and you can see how many times Mercy goes, I'm not going to put my paintbrush in the ice cream. And then puts her
And
paintbrush
did
in the
ya?
ice cream. Yeah.
And you can
All
watch
right,
it.
if you want to see the video,
I was gonna say, there's a clip.
is in the Discord.
Yeah.
So those of you who have not yet joined our Discord, it's well worth the time to drop in on the Pirate Sports and Folly on Discord. Just to share things. I got to share my not painting as I was really truly hoping to paint along with, and all my paints were dried up and horrible and 20 years old, and I got to use my Prismacolor pencils, which are very expensive, for the first time since I was in costume design class in college. So
It looks great.
I mean, yay! Closer so that I don't lose all my.
Nope, you're still phasing.
Still,
I'm so close to myself, it doesn't phase as badly. But it was really great fun. I had
It
a
was.
wonderful time. And we even got Annie on board for that one,
Yeah.
which was
Mhm.
neat. She's not a Twitch person, but she got on the Twitch to watch along, and she did another great painting. So
she did.
I haven't put them up on our Facebook yet, but if anyone was painting along or would like to at any point, share in the Discord, and I'll show pictures because they're really good work. Mercy's wasn't the only work of art, but it was a very
Yes,
nice.
there was other.
I'm playing with the cat.
What? We can't see your hands, mate.
Well, not that cat. He's playing with 9.
Oh.
9-1.
He's making 9 dance.
Just checking.
This Saturday, Coral will be making an appearance. Oh, Coral won't be making an appearance. Hold on, she lied.
I was very excited.
Sorry,
I was
we
like,
had
"Yes!"
they switched dinner to Saturday. It was Sunday usually, so they switched it to Saturday. So no Coral.
All
Sorry.
right, so we might have another break week unless there's someone out there what wants to do some crafting or cooking for the pirates on that night. We'll talk about it later.
Maybe paint. If I find a picture,
On short notice, you do it again on Saturday.
I could. Maybe.
I'll be back on the 27th because I have cupcakes and I'm going to bake again. It's going to be great.
We're gonna do a get ready with me, but for Coral.
Yes, I think we're going to have cooking with the crew, crafting with the crew, and chatting with the crew. Because if it's one person, I know that Doc does 2 hours every Tuesday on his TikTok live, and he just takes questions the whole time. Now, granted, it would be good to have some backup ideas of what to talk about if we don't get a full house, which, you know, we have a good number of people, especially on the Saturday night ones. We have a lot of fun and people drop in the whole time, so that's been lovely.
Mhm.
But you know, we'll do some chatting with the crew, which I think would certainly qualify as a get ready with Coral and or Nessa. I mean, I never can tell the difference between you because, you know, identical cousins and you'll find one's got a tail, one's got an arm. I guess they
Shut
all
up,
both
Patty.
have arms.
Oh, we both have arms.
I have a musket that needs a complete
You know,
tear down
I think-
and reassembly.
I
I think we ought to let him just.
as long as that
duke
would
it
be
out.
fair on Twitch. Sorry, what? Red legs?
I think we ought to let him duke it out.
Oh yeah, Nessa
you know,
and Carl.
You know, as in Patty Dukes.
All right, you're this far behind, but I was even more behind because I got way behind myself while I was trying to make up words to a song.
Yeah.
Dakkar, say more about that because I like that idea as long as it won't get us kicked off the Twitch.
No, it's fine. My boat gun, which is one of my cheaper muskets that I go swimming with once a year when I die at an event,
Yes.
means it needs an occasional complete teardown, refinishing, and reassembly. That could be a cool little video.
You know, you die in the water.
I do
Stay there
dramatically.
for a while. Yeah, I've seen
Dramatically.
photographs, so I know it's true.
Yes. Damn frogs shoot me from up on the hill.
Well, if you're gonna shoot frogs, you want to have the high ground.
No, they do. I'm trying to land on the beach.
It doesn't
Nobody
work out
else-
usually.
Nobody else wants to fall in the water. I'm like, it's August. It's hot. I'm gonna die in the water. It's great.
I personally would love that if you want to take Saturday.
You can do that.
As long as Nessa's really, really not able to do it because she had first bit on that.
Well,
I can
I
do
could
that.
do it, but I'd have to do it like in the
Oh,
morning.
yeah.
Yeah, because I'm making.
Saturday nights because it's
Yeah.
a good little spot. So
I am making a tuxedo cheesecake though.
Mm.
you could always just jump on early in the day and teach us how to make tuxedo cheesecake. I would.
I've never made tuxedo cheesecake, so it will be an adventure.
Yeah.
Are you
All right,
required
so
to
while-
wear a tuxedo for it?
Yes. I mean, I would have to at least a tie.
I feel like I have to like
There
get
has
like
to be a bow
modeling
tie.
chocolate for it. Yes,
Right,
I'll put a bow tie on
sometimes
it.
a bow tie.
I will put a bow tie on it,
But
100%.
it sounds like, because Kadajo has expressed interest in also joining in on the painting and you know exploring his art skills. That's clever. Every time it's clever, it makes me laugh. So, So it sounds like for our Saturday night series, we got potentially this Saturday night Dakkar alone with his musket, which sounds naughtier than it ought to. Followed by Cat in the
Polishing
Kitchen
it, no
with
less.
Dinah. Cat in the Kitchen with Dinah making chocolate peanut butter cupcakes. And then 3-6, we'll be back to painting with Mercy.
Wait,
And
hold
then
on.
The Saturday after that, I'm gonna attempt to Shanghai Devlin, and we're gonna make Irish soda bread.
Wait. Hold on. You guys just went 4 weeks without Coral in here, and Coral already had a plan.
Well,
Coral has 2 plans.
I can
Just
go
couldn't-
later for paint.
You snooze, you blow
Once you
bubbles.
do you want? Okay. Now that we're organizing this live instead, it was mostly for St. Patrick's Day. Mercy would like to do a St. Patrick's Day painting and the 2 Irish.
Fine, I'll do spring break.
You'll do spring break. Spring break! Woo! I mean, that's really the best time for a mermaid. There's lots of food in the water.
Oh, well,
True.
that would be totally
True.
awesome, for sure.
Exactly. Exactly, Red Legs.
Okay,
I
party
think
time.
that's all on our calendar, on our secret pirate calendar. I think it's already up there, except for Dakkar. So you have to put that on your own calendar, mate. But we also know that you know how to use the Pirates of Fortune's Folly secret Twitch account. So
I was going to write it down as shopping with the crew, but that doesn't really work. We need to come up with
Talking all the crew.
oh, I want that cheesecake right now. I keep reading
That
the
sounds
description you put in
amazing.
the chat, and I just want some right.
They have
now.
it. So I will say it is a Cheesecake Factory cheesecake that I am duping.
Mm.
So you can order it because most Cheesecake Factories will DoorDash.
Remember restaurants?
That's
Yeah.
Remember
quite
going
the same
to
at home.
going to Cheesecake Factory and eating 14,000 calories? It was great.
in just the appetizer.
Yeah. Skip the food, just get the cheesecake.
Just
Yep.
cheesecake.
I mean, that's literally
No,
mhm.
dessert, so it's bad.
Yeah, for my wedding anniversary, we ordered in specifically cheesecake. Like, we made dinner. Like, we don't eat Cheesecake Factory. Like, we just ordered in cheesecake.
I'm seriously failing in the period correct drinkware.
Same, but mine has mermaid scales on it, so a half makes up for it.
Our galley has a soda stream. It's well appointed.
There you go.
And
Red Legs, you have been rum sharked? Or, Whiskey shark?
Ooh.
I've been rum shark. Does that mean I have to dance again?
Red Legs.
means you gotta drink!
Cheers.
Drink.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. Drink. Rum
Cheers.
shark. Rum shark. Rum shark. Can you say like
Right,
rum
am I
cake
the
when
one
you're?
who's actually drinking a drink?
No, I have.
No,
pineapple
Cat
on
has.
you.
Okay, because I have rye.
Oh no, Cat's got
Right.
rum.
Speaking of which, I have a retraction to make on a much long ago Red Legs drinks that I did. I have learned something that I
One
did
that
not know.
actually aired, or one that hasn't aired yet.
Well, no, we've aired it. We did it here. It was one of the
Okay.
live ones that we did
All right.
here. When I was talking about when I was talking about whiskeys.
Yeah.
And I said that I repeated a myth that I did not know. I thought it was true because and
Missed
that
it.
I made a mistake, and I learned today that it was not true, and I wish to correct the record.
All right, Red Legs. What's it called when they do a retraction? Just a retraction, I suppose.
I think it's
Red Legs retraction.
Red Legs retraction, and that was
Is it really that cold?
I was gonna say it, but Dakkar beat me
like
to
a
it.
scared turtle.
You should run for office then.
Oh, that was your
Real good.
okay. Retract Red Legs retraction.
All right. I was thinking I need a new chair, and then now I'm like, yeah, I definitely need a new chair. This one. Almost all right. Is that bourbon only comes from Kentucky,
Yes.
and that is not true.
What?
That is not technically legally true. It is. There is when you go to the purveyor of all that is true in alcohol. I believe it's the unlike Scotch, which has to be made in Scotland, and champagne that must be made in Champagne.
Champagne.
Bourbon can be made other places. It must be over 51% corn mash and all of those other things. But you can actually make bourbon in other places. It does not legally speaking. This is illegal.
It's
Not
illegal
but
to
legally
make
speaking,
bourbon.
bourbon can be made in other places. You just have to have the proper amounts of alcohol and mash, being
Wow.
being the corn mash. But it can actually be bourbon can be made in any location in the USA.
American bourbon only.
Right. Now,
Otherwise, it's
It
weird
was-
Scotch
back
or weird whiskey.
apparently back in the whatever 70s. I'm not
Remember
saying
the 70s?
I'm not saying which century. I'm just saying the 70s.
They're all the same.
Right. That the popularity of drinks of liquors like bourbon became very, very less. Nobody was drinking it. Hardly anybody was drinking bourbon back then. Not popular like it is now, but back then, hardly anybody. And so many of the distilleries throughout the country started to close down, and some of the only ones that were left were pretty much in Kentucky. And that's how that bit of myth legend became true, is because there were so few places that made bourbon, and of those, most of them were in Kentucky. And so that's how it sort of came to be, that people believed that you have to be from Kentucky to be a bourbon.
Might be where the best bourbon is from, but
I'm not going to go into that. I'm not going to say who has the best or who doesn't have, but it's quite possible that the best comes from Kentucky. But I'm not, that is not a point that I am going to argue, at least not now.
the famousest.
Right, the
Maybe.
famousest.
Yeah, maybe it's
But-
at least the famousest.
Bourbon is a whiskey, for sure. It is a kind of whiskey, and it does have to be from the U.S., but not necessarily from Kentucky. So there you go.
I learned
Good to
something
know.
today.
Thank you
There
very
you
much.
go.
Star.
But I wanted to get that on the record in case somebody comes by and says, "Wait a minute, what you said before was not true," like anybody's listening. But still, I want to make sure that we always make sure that we are as truthful and as forthcoming as pirates can be.
So we're doing this once.
Oh, the retraction?
The correct.
There were only one.
Well, yeah. After that, it was out there. I've corrected the record, and now we know.
All right.
Yes.
You burn yourself, Nessa. What's going on over there?
She's dying.
So, I wanted to finish that entire giant Indian stromboli during that retraction, so I kind of shoved it all in my mouth. And it's pretty spicy. And now, like, right here burns and my tongue burns. So
My nose runs and my lips get all dried out.
my nose is running a little bit. It was there was a lot of like curry powder and chipotle in there. Thank you, Kat. Yeah, no, I went, I need to finish this. I'm hungry. So if you didn't notice, I was like this for that entire thing because I was shoving food into my mouth and I didn't think anyone wanted to watch me chew messy curry.
No, there
Oh,
might have been
YouTube
someone out there,
category.
not me.
Yeah, there might have been someone, like, I guess.
The people have strange.
Yeah, I won't yuck someone's yum, but I also won't.
Participate.
Yeah.
Sound understands you right now, though.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Made a
My
very
bees
good-
are gone, and I'm very upset by this.
Bye-bye, bees.
I also don't have another drink up here, so I'm just gonna suffer while my mouth burns.
Oh no.
I feel your pain. I made rice noodles for lunch today and tossed in the one dried Thai chili to add flavor.
Yep.
And didn't take it out, and yeah, it was.
Mhm.
Dear.
Oh, I love it when that happens.
Yeah,
Surprise spice.
that bad.
Surprise
They're
spice
not.
is maybe not my favorite.
It wasn't as spicy as it was
Anticipated
yesterday,
spice.
so it's okay.
Anticipated spice is definitely something I can handle better than surprise spice.
I forget my spice tolerance when I start eating. And then I'm like, I
have
can eat
no
this, and I'm
spice
like, I can't
tolerance.
eat this. I used to not.
Ever.
Then I started dating my husband, and I didn't
Are
have
you
a choice.
a drunken noodles person?
A what?
A drunken noodles person?
I've never had drunken noodles.
It's an infamously spicy dish, as far as I know. I don't have it, so I don't know.
No, I'm not that bad. I can do jalapenos.
Jalapenos can be very spicy if you get the right
Yeah.
one. Depends on
Um,
the ones we grow here seem to be very spicy. It's something
They
about-
are. The ones in my yard are like insanely spicy, like so much more spicy than what I get at the stores.
Grown!
Yeah, homegrown is
That's
real.
for all green things.
I'd like this.
I mean, I did do tomatillos this year too, and they were pretty good.
Can I get you a tissue?
I often eat green things. Mint
broke it.
cookies, mint ice cream, lime lollipops. Those are all
So
green.
that brings up a very good
I had a
question.
good batch of lime lollipops growing this year.
Yes.
When it
Margaritas?
comes to mint chocolate chip ice cream, does it have to be green?
No.
No,
No.
No.
but your
I
brain
like it
thinks
when it's
mint.
green, but it doesn't have to be.
I mean, it's only food coloring.
I if it's not green, it doesn't appeal to me. If it's and I love mint chocolate chip.
But does it taste like mint to you if it's not green?
What you do is you go
Yes.
into a very dark room.
Okay, so the Ben and Jerry's mint chocolate cookie is white, but
Yes.
it's not mint chocolate chip, it's mint chocolate cookie.
Best ice cream ever.
So like that is great. I can do that, no problem. But if it's mint chocolate chip and it ain't green, something's wrong.
That's the one from Ben and Jerry's. That's the one you want to get the seconds because sometimes you get the whole cookies.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite. The coffee toffee crunch when you go get seconds, it's sometimes entirely just it's candy bar with some ice cream on it. So-
It would confuse me if it
that's
were
an
purple.
insider secret for the North Country folks because they
Yeah.
only do factory seconds out of the factory in Vermont.
Well,
so.
no, but do you remember back in the day the truckload sales where they would bring the semi truck up to
They
like
bring it to the schools. We had
Yeah.
them for field day. They would give us a pint of ice cream, and I'd walk home going, "I have nothing but Heath bar in this thing."
I think it was $1 a pint, and you'd buy it in 8-pint flats.
Wow.
Wow.
Something that like that would actually make it home.
I would walk home from
It's-
school with my pint and the like little wooden spoon things they
Mhm.
give you in the cafeterias to help eat your ice cream. And I would have that long gone by the time I reached home. The
hate
whole thing.
those.
I can't do that anymore. But I mean, I can, but I shouldn't.
I
They'd sell-
can.
Oh, there's
I
a
can
lot
do
of
it.
things I
Ice
shouldn't
cream.
do.
Not peace pipes. They would sell
I-
peace pops off the back of the truck too. Remember those? They don't
Oh,
exist.
peace pops!
Yeah.
Just Ben and Jerry's on a stick covered in chocolate. Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
I
They
mean,
don't care about
ha-
things anymore.
have you had the slices?
Yeah.
The Ben and Jerry slices?
haven't.
I
haven't tried
love
them.
them.
That's a
They're
great
so
idea.
good.
Brilliant
very
idea.
good.
Just slice up the pint.
My
and
biggest
go-
complaint is when you get it, you only get 4. And it makes me sad. Or 3 or 4. It depends on like which one. It makes me sad.
Kadasha doesn't want purple mint chocolate chip.
I mean, I think
Once
yeah, I don't know
again,
how I
just
feel.
Go into a very dark room when you eat it.
Uh,
Now,
I
purple
would
is like
eat
one of
purple
my
mint
favorite.
chocolate.
purple's
I would eat
reserved
it.
for taro
eat
ice
it.
cream, which is awesome.
Purple's
Taro
reserved for
root?
what ice cream? Which
Taro ice cream.
taro?
Taro, T-A-R-R-O.
Taro.
Are we talking
Who
taro
makes-
root?
Who makes taro ice cream?
In Indonesia.
Everybody.
I don't know if you can get it.
You can buy syrup from Tortini or whatever that like
Yeah.
syrup company is, and they have that, and you can make ice cream from that.
Hmm.
I was on their site today. I ordered ice cream.
It's mild. It's like a kind of like a matcha ice cream. There's not a ton of flavor to it, but it's a good. Yeah.
Oh, you don't do matcha
Purple.
ice cream, right?
I love
Purple
matcha.
ice cream is one of my favorite
I know.
flavors
It's
because
much of that to do about nothing. Good eye roll.
yes, he's right. Purple ice cream is one of my favorite flavors because I, aside from being the weirdo kid who really loved coffee flavored ice cream for my
Mhm.
entire life. Black raspberry is one of my
Black raspberry's
most
good.
favorite across the
Mhm.
board, always love it flavors.
Great
And I
cream.
feel like I wouldn't be able to eat it if it wasn't that beautiful lilac color, because it just wouldn't be right. It's not black raspberry ice cream if it doesn't look that, like Friendlies, like that real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A black raspberry creamy with the chocolate dip. That's a good thing.
Mm.
I want ice cream.
I
Pirates
want ice
love
cream.
ice cream. Pirates love ice cream. And
Ice
you
cream
know
and
what?
chocolate. Those are like the
Just
two things
yeah.
that would.
Did y'all know when you're an adult, you can go online and just order Halloween candy like whenever you want, anytime of the year?
Does it fall off the back of the ship,
In
or do
that
you get it
case,
from
I
the
can't wait
Amazon?
to be an adult someday.
We put away like a whole one of the big boxes, like the
There
ones
we
that are
go.
like this big, the heart-shaped boxes that was like all lint truffles. We put that away one night while watching The Guild. It was good
With
time.
the booze inside.
No, we didn't get those ones. We just got the regular lint.
Oh.
Sounds good though.
And we got a Godiva one too, also good. Finished that one
Now, I
yesterday.
will tell you,
I want
the
some
Haagen-Dazs
Valentine's
people,
chocolate.
have you seen the Haagen-Dazs people coming out with their spirit flavored ice
Yes.
cream?
I had some on Saturday for painting.
No,
The
interesting.
paint got in it, but it was good.
Your review then. Tell us the flavor and your thoughts.
It was the rosé and cream, and it was very good. I
This
also have the rum tres leches, but I didn't eat that yet.
slight undertone of burnt sienna.
The bourbon and truffles is amazing.
Sounds
Mm.
really
That
good.
is
I don't
amazing.
bourbon, but
Ooh,
with truffles it sounds perfect.
these flavors sound so
Oh,
good.
it's
They have an
super. That one-
amaretto.
I highly recommend that one.
They have an amaretto black cherry almond toffee, and that one's non-dairy. That's awesome. They have a bourbon praline pecan ice cream. They have a bourbon
Awesome.
vanilla bean truffle. They have a rose and cream, Irish cream brownie, and tres leche.
I was
Like
kind of
this.
I'm
so-so
having
on
a
that
stroke
one.
there. It's fine.
I mean,
And then they have a whiskey hazelnut.
yeah, oh, that's also a good as well.
Sounds amazing. And I don't whiskey, but it sounds amazing for ice cream.
Oh, those are all wonderful. I will say the rum and what is it, tiramisu, whatever it is.
Tres leches.
Tres
Yeah, that
leches.
one. I thought it was kind of. I mean, it's ice cream and it's delicious, so obviously I'm going to eat it. But it wasn't one of my favorites.
Hmm.
I was a little surprised. I thought I was going to like it more than I did.
Look at Mercy's review next time and see if she agrees with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to try the rosé one. That sounds really rosé and cream sounds delightful.
It was very good.
It sounds
Kadara, I
crunchy.
do not like moose tracks.
I like
It's actually
moose
one of my
tracks.
least favorite ice creams.
There's a lot
mean,
going
it's-
on.
There's a lot going on, but it's also like it just is kind of like somebody went, "Hey, here's some nuts and chocolate chips."
Yeah.
Okay.
See, it's not even that there's a lot going on, because the everything but the kitchen sink one from Ben and Jerry's, I love that. It's one of my favorites, but I can't find it anywhere.
Well, they do
I've never
that.
been
They
a big
retire
Rocky
and bring
Road
back. You what?
I've never been a big Rocky Road ice cream.
No, I get too
Yeah,
much going
Rocky
on.
Road.
I need
I'm
nuts
not sure
in my
they're
ice
quite
cream.
crunchy enough. They always feel like they're little. Those are more.
Soggy?
They're a softer one, and the
Waxy.
marshmallows are just yeah. So
That's not garbage.
not a Rocky Road kind of guy.
That's why I don't like butter pecan either. I don't like how like soggy the nuts get.
Fair
Oh
enough.
yes, peanut butter ribbons are
butter
the best
ribbons!
part of any ice
Yeah,
cream.
those are so good.
All right.
Yes.
So I have trouble because when I go to a place that makes their own ice cream, particularly the place we go to when we're in the Olcott area for the festival up there,
Mm-hmm.
they have a really delicious homemade ice cream stand up there, and I
Yes.
can never decide between the black raspberry and anything with peanut butter because everything they make with peanut butter has that peanut butter ribbon in it, and that's maybe my favorite thing.
And she doesn't listen to
I
us
mean-
when we tell her to get them both.
Well,
Yeah.
I do, but not at the same time because peanut butter raspberry is not really.
It's like
sound
peanut butter and jelly.
No, that's true, but no, not in an ice cream.
Okay, have you gone to the ice cream place in Havre de Grace?
That was really great too. I mean, come on, they're all so good. There's no
They are.
deciding. There's no deciding. There's only multiple trips because
Yes.
pirates love ice cream.
They also had the ice cream of my favorite flavor, and now I can't remember it of all things.
At the
The
Habermas?
Loganberry.
Oh,
at Olcott.
yeah. They did up there.
Could you make an ice cream with cereal marshmallows?
Yes. You definitely
'Cause it's
could.
done.
I don't know how
try it.
it would be.
I want to try it.
Hold on,
all right.
let's see.
Speaking of marshmallow, though, my latest favorite by Ben and Jerry is the one called. Now I can't think of it. It's in my. It's the s'mores one.
Yeah.
Gimme s'mores. It's called
Mm.
Gimme S'mores, and I was very dubious about it. I only bought it because they were out of my favorite flavor. So I was like, I've never tried this before, whatever. But it's the best. It's toasted marshmallow flavored ice cream. So not marshmallow flavored ice cream, which, toasted marshmallow flavored ice cream. Let me tell you,
Please.
Ben and Jerry got it right. But it's got little like chocolate cookie crumble swirls, which are delicious, and graham cracker swirl. It's very, very good. So it's up there amongst my favorite Ben and Jerry's flavors of all time, which is that's a
Saying
lot.
something.
Yeah.
Lucky Charms makes their own ice cream, so yes,
Well,
you can
see,
get an ice cream.
I had an idea. Now just cross it out.
Sorry,
Make
Dakkar.
millions off of it, lad.
Yeah, see,
As long
Felix
as
is
you
with
make
me.
Million.
We
To be
need okay.
independently
So what we
wealthy.
need now is ice cream made with Captain Crunch, because nobody's ever thought of that before. I'm sure.
Golden grams.
Felix, that would be most different because if it was a black raspberry ice cream with the peanut butter ribbons just directly in it, I'm there. I'm completely there. Peanut butter and jelly ice cream, do the thing. I feel like mixing it in with the peanut butter ice cream then starts getting a little woodier, but I would definitely try that. That sounds delightful.
Toasted marshmallow flavored vodka. Yes, it is in fact disgusting. Do not
Aren't
recommend.
most flavored vodkas? Ugh.
So
How do they do that? It's so good, but then there are some that are just like, ooh, why?
the like I don't mind like the whipped and the chocolate whipped cream vodkas. Those are pretty good. We use them for chocolate covered pretzel shots with some frangelica. I'm like, that's really good. I like if it's the Kettle One infused vodkas, those are delicious.
They're Kettle One, so they're like a bit above.
Yeah, they're above.
Whatever.
But that they have like a rose grapefruit one that's really good, a peach orange blossom, and a cucumber mint, I think. And they're all very good. So I think it really depends, but Pinnacle usually sucks.
Not a sponsor.
Deep fried peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Ooh. The
Yeah, we have to be careful who we're sponsoring on here. We're gonna be Ben and Jerry's unofficial official pirates as well. Be like a little bit jealous. I don't know. I thought pirates liked shipwreck rum, but did they like ice cream?
Why can't what?
both.
You can like
Not
both.
both. I mean,
Both is good.
You
They're
know
two
what?
different food
And you
groups.
know what they both have in common? Sugar.
Sugar.
this, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shipwrecks, Ben and
Lots
Jerry's, we're here
lots
for you.
of Sugar. It
My
shows that deep down inside, pirates are all sweeties.
yes, 100%. The county fair by me would deep fry anything, and we did have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that they deep fry. They also would deep fry Twinkies, Snickers, Twix bars.
You know what's the only thing good that I think I've had deep fried was an Oreo. Those are yummy when they're deep fried.
I do love deep fried Oreos. Those are good.
Count on to the chef.
Fry anything you brought. That's great. Just show up with like random
That's
stuff.
funny. That's funny.
Now,
I
can
think they
make
need
it
their own-
tempura?
They
Yeah.
need their own YouTube channel. It says, "Can you fry it?
There you go.
Can you fry it?
So
Fry."
I would not make an ice cream with fermented fruits because then you have a high likelihood of curdling the milk. However, you can make a sorbet with fermented fruits.
That sounds nice, actually.
Yeah. I would just worry about the milk curdling.
I'm waiting for you to make the cicada ice cream this summer. That's what I'm.
I don't know if I'm gonna make cicada ice cream.
They can be
that's
deep
a-
fried though.
I know we're gonna deep fry
Sprinkle
them.
dead cicadas on the top of it. Just be like, "Here's some cicada for you. Here."
So deep fry
Eat
the
ice
ice
cream.
cream and then sprinkles. Put this.
Yeah,
put the
there we go.
cicadas in the flour that you deep fry them in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do cicada flour. That would work, or cricket flour. Yeah, that would work for sure.
And then then you deep fry that.
I think the best fried ice cream is green tea. You go to a
Hmm.
good Japanese place.
I haven't had that deep. I haven't had green tea fried. I love like
In a
mochi.
long time.
Or ginger ice cream deep fried is good too.
I want ice cream
As
real
my
bad now,
arm
guys.
Turns into stairs.
I think the only ice cream.
Beard, right?
I think the only ice cream I have in the house is drumsticks.
Those are good.
Oh, yummy!
Those are good too.
I like Choco Tacos if we're gonna get into the real trash.
I've never had a
love
Choco Taco. I've never had
You
one.
know why they're
I
great?
used to get them from the ice cream truck.
You know why they're great? Because the waffle cone shell is coated in chocolate and it gets just a little chewy.
I have
Mhm.
never
Like-
had one.
It shouldn't be chewy, but it's better because it is.
Mhm. Mhm.
I had mine all from like when the Taco Bell of Taco place used to just have them.
Who
They
doesn't
don't
like
anymore,
That's
don't
weird.
Klondike bar?
I love Klondikes. Klondikes are good.
But
I really like
I was
Heath
very
Bar
disappointed
Klondikes.
by their- I was very
Yes,
disappointed
yes.
by their Reese's Klondike because it was supposed to taste like peanut butter and it didn't.
Mm.
Klondike
That's no
bars
good.
are a difficult eating experience.
They are!
There
I
you go.
am with you. The
Yeah.
chocolate just split. You break it when you bite it, and all the chocolate explodes and falls
Yeah.
off.
And it melts.
Y'all don't break. You don't bite right. You gotta like. Oh,
Obviously,
It still makes it crack and fall off the other side.
Yeah.
It's
No, you-
wrapped in a Mylar
you-
blanket that like warms up from your hand, and by the time you get to the bottom, you've got a handful of goopy Klondike.
True.
I will say, the Ben and Jerry's slices are easier to eat than Klondike bars. The chocolate's
They are.
thicker.
It's true because there's
I've
better
never
chocolate.
had a problem with a Klondike bar like that. Obviously, you guys are eating them way too slow.
Dakkar's got the
I'm
other
gonna
side of the
take my
problem.
time with my Klondike bar and sit back and watch this.
See,
3
Felix
hour
is with me. You just gotta bite it right. Like you can't.
Klondike bar in 3
Oh,
hours.
ouch.
You bite it right.
Trying
Oh,
to
but-
bite it right, and it still falls apart. So that's the twofold problem, though: is the biting it on one side, the whole thing cracks, and then the side falls off.
Yeah.
But into the wrapper where your hands are holding it, melting the chocolate on the other side. So you're suddenly like, here's the wrapper.
Yep. Best part.
No.
Gets all over the face. Great time.
Never
Difficult
had that
eating
difficult.
experience.
I guess your freezers aren't cold enough.
Well, they're cold, but the colder they are, the more they break when you bite them.
Yeah.
Stop
It
trying to
makes a
shift the
mess.
blame onto us.
I've never,
I blame the
I've
polar
never-
bear.
I've
We're
never
weird
had any of
people who
these
can't
difficulties.
eat. That must be
Hi,
weird.
Eugene.
I've had them break off, but yeah, just eat it. You know?
We're just.
Hi, it is a pirate
Always
party.
a pirate
Welcome.
party.
Welcome back.
Thank you for coming, Eugene. We're drinking and talking about ice cream right now because apparently we all wish it was summer and it's not cold enough for us outside.
Yeah.
So you know we're all ridiculous and pirates love ice cream. It's a known fact.
Ah,
You
it's
really
true.
do. It's really a
We're,
problem.
we're getting a bunch of fresh snow tonight. I think it might be sugar on snow night tomorrow.
Oh.
That's what I've done. I've taken bowls.
Jealous.
I've taken bowls out in the snow, and then when I bring them in, and then I add
Yeah, snow ice cream. Mhm.
or I add some tequila and some triple sec and some lime juice, and I make snow garitas.
Hmm.
Ooh.
My nail
Well, we
broke.
went. We
Our
ain't got any
snow's gone.
proper grog tonight, but I do have rum. It's a kind of cheater's rum this evening, as I've got pineapple and Malibu. It's not my straight shipwreck rum that I
all right.
enjoy very much, but
I got you, Cat.
rum shark, rum shark. I miss you,
He
rum shark.
literally just lives right under my webcam expecting these streams. It's fine.
In that case, you know what's gonna happen to you.
Oh no, please don't.
Oh, no.
I'm a rum
We've
shark.
done this.
you.
It's really hard for me to try to drink out of his mouth.
All right. Well, yeah, that's why I want
I get very uncomfortable
do it.
trying to drink out of his
Right.
mouth. All right, hold on.
Do
All right,
it.
ready?
Do
now.
it.
Do it
Do
now.
it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
It's gonna get
do it,
all
do it,
over,
do it.
and this is the coconut, so it's sticky.
Birch, clean up on aisle 1.
It's so good. Yes, rum shark. You want the same grog the pirate leaders drink? Well, the captain ain't here tonight, but I'm first mate, and I've got Malibu. So if you want the same,
Wait, hold on.
Pirate
Eugene,
leaders
are you going back to Secrets of Monkey Island 1 for that? Because I don't want that grog.
oh no, what's in it?
It was like motor oil. Oh gosh, what was in it? Because I know Eugene was here when I was playing Secrets of Monkey Island.
He was your buddy almost the entire time.
Yeah.
Hey, Eugene. I'm good to meet you. I'm Kat.
Nessa, I feel like I need to engineer you some type of a ceiling suspended sling for the rum shark.
It's really hard.
Pull on a line and it tips and yeah.
All right, hold on. So it has red dye number 2, battery acid.
Oh.
Not me. Thanks. Stick with the Malibu after all.
And then there's grog, diet grog, cherry grog, grog classic, caffeine grog, and root beer.
And the kind the pirate leaders drink.
Melts the cup if it's not drank enough quickly. Yeah, I did that a lot when I was trying to figure out what I was supposed to do with it in the game.
Exactly what you're talking about. So anyway, yes, hello Eugene. I'm
hello,
Kat, and
it was
Kat
sticky.
as well. Her name is 9.
I'm sticky now.
Oh no!
It got all over my chest.
Wait, I didn't get to do. I was busy doing the Jaws song.
I know you have someone there who'd be happy to lick it all off.
That's a different
Pistol, Pistol, the one-eyed wonder dog, will be happy to clean you off.
She actually really
Loves
likes
booze.
coconut. No, my dog loves booze. She likes beer, but it has to be flat. She's not a fan of whiskey. She likes Guinness and
So you have a
Yingling.
great cleanup dog, is what you're saying.
Yeah, she'll clean up anything. My old dog, his name was Soda Pop.
Oh,
I wanted to name
for a
him.
dog.
I wanted to name him Princess because I was 3 and I didn't understand that princess is. You shouldn't name a boy dog Princess. But his name was Soda Pop, and he really liked Rolling Rock beer. And my dad.
He was a brand dog.
My dad doesn't drink Rolling Rock. Like, my uncle drank it, and then he spilt some, so my dog had it and, like, loved it. So my dad would get my dog a 6-pack, and he'd go through, like, a 6-pack in, like, a year. So anytime he, like, went to the vet or, like, to the groomer or something, like, he would get a beer in return. And one day, my dad has his friend over, and his friend's like, can I grab a drink out of the fridge? And my dad goes, yeah, sure. And he comes out. He's like, this is the last one. Do you mind? He's like, no. My dad didn't even look at what beer it was. He's like, no, it's fine. It was the last Rolling Rock. And my dog came and sat in front of him and just stared at him. Like, that was my last beer. How dare you? And when he finished it, he literally huffed and left. Like, he was so mad.
Dog beer.
Dog
thing.
beer.
My goodness.
Dog can
That's
be a
actually really
princess
cute.
if they wanna be.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
who
swear
is
that dog could count.
phrasing? We need phrasing.
No one's doing phrasing anymore.
I mean,
It's so passe.
What- what's worse? We need a cleanup crew or nut dust in the cleave? Because that was pretty
Oh.
bad.
Well, you know, depending on the. I mean, it's all been mostly innocent. It's just how it comes out as. Yeah, so phrasing-
Mostly innocent. It was 100% innocent. Or
Just
boob
phrasing.
naps.
Boob
Boob naps. That was the other one.
naps. As in
Nappies?
sleeping on the dirty pillows.
Yes.
Sleeping on the dirty pillows.
Oh,
Boob
not
naps.
Dirty because they're covered in nut dust.
For the babies, wear nappies.
Well, we were referring to my bird, but yeah, babies also nap there.
Yeah.
Yes. Bird napping. That sounds like you've stolen the bird, so we went with boob nap.
Either that or you put a
Yeah.
diaper on the bird.
Mm.
Welcome to midway into the Sunset Rummin stream.
Hey,
It's
did you hear about
Monday
the
night.
kidnapping?
And we're kidnapping and talking about
Woke
things
up.
that are not as nasty as they sound.
We're kidnapping?
equally-
Wait, we're kidnapping?
Yeah.
What?
He woke,
Bird
he woke
napping.
up.
You s-
The kidnapping. He woke up.
You're officially too hot for my rear end and have to go.
Oh, Marley. I was
The
like,
cat. I knew it was the cat. I knew it was Marley.
You're very warm. Go away.
Eugene, I don't remember the machine. I do know who that captain is, but I don't remember the machine with the monkey, because I feel like I would remember that. The main thing that stuck with me from the first one was how much I hate Stan and his, used boat sales.
Yes, that was the
That was
part
terrible.
I was stuck there with you for.
Well, okay, so I'm on 2 now, right? And they have a, what is it, Smiling Stan or whatever like that? Used coffin shop. And I'm like, oh, please don't make me go in there. Please don't make me go in there.
Don't go behind my butt. Go away. You're very sweet.
Just,
Go away.
Pat, it does look like you tossed Marley into an alternate dimension. She's gonna come back with a goatee.
With my magic hands.
Yeah, Smiling
A
Stan.
bit.
It's like you threw Marley and she just fell behind 9. Because 9's like in the direction you threw Marley.
I'm
Yeah.
wondering, because she's a calico, if I could actually make her sit still in front of the screen, if she'd be like parts pirate ship.
Oh yeah, she
Because
was.
she's all her,
Oh, yeah.
all her white would turn pirate ship. Like the days. I mean, it works much better than it ever has for me before. Because I don't have a green screen, I just have a parchment behind me. But my teeth used to turn into stairs, and that was weird. So we don't do that anymore. And then the other night I went, oh, it's actually working, so I'm trying it out, and I'm not sure. I feel like a bit like a ghost. Like I'm here, but I'm not entirely here, and parts of me keep phasing out, and it's very odd.
If you don't move, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Have you met me?
You can blink.
I forgot how
Okay,
good this rum
that's
is.
good. I'll do my best.
It is good rum.
Used boats. No, we don't. He has very used boats, and then won't sell any of them too easily. Goodness. All right.
And great.
Whew.
Gotta love a rum shark. And we just
God,
put him
I
back.
got fascinated with you. Pouring the rum.
I was gonna try to like pour it in my mouth again, and then I realized that that would be a bad decision, so I poured it into my cup.
That's good.
Well, you know, now you've got rum, and you're no longer drinking bees. You know, you've got shark.
Yeah. You got rum shark.
Bees. Bees plus shark equals what you're drinking.
Yes.
Bee shark.
I don't. Hold on.
I can
Someone's
hear
had to
you.
have drawn that.
Yes, this is 9. We voted on a name. Dakkar and Captain Devlin got into a bidding war during one of our game
The
nights.
fight.
And this is 9. She's not a ghost, but apparently I am a little bit. So while I'm trying to point, there we go. Ta-da! Ta-da!
Ghost cat.
Other side, red legs. Ooh! Oh,
I guess
You alright?
Nessa.
I don't know. It burned. It doesn't usually burn, but I got a burn.
Well,
From the
that's
rum.
not good.
I think my mouth still burns from the Indian calzone.
It makes sense.
I can't even call it a samosa. Like it wasn't a samosa. It wasn't deep fried. It was made with pizza crust. Like it's an
It's
Indian
calzone.
calzone.
I want one. I don't know
They're
what
very
it's
good.
either, but I know that I would like one because I really enjoy curry and also calzones and also food.
And all the things.
No, I just want ice cream for all of that conversation.
I know. I'm like kind of want to go downstairs
get
and get a
mine.
drumstick, but that's like 2 floors away, and that's a lot of stairs.
It's an hour and 6 minutes away from us. Dakkar,
But if I
Also,
went down
have
there-
to learn to make mead.
like you're trying to decide what you want to do about that.
Just
No.
inventorying the freezer.
Oh, I see. That's different. That's not indecisive then. That's just your luck.
More Halloween candy that you bought?
Chocolate.
Ooh,
Why do you not have a nip listed? Oh, that's a good point.
They'll just sell
give
it.
her nip.
She can have sushi.
I don't know why we decided. she
Oh
should
my
go.
gosh, Dakkar. What? I hate you.
On. Paper on.
It looked like a really inappropriate commercial.
Have some Kit Kats. Yes, have some.
Except there's no activity with the Halloween size. You don't get to break anything apart. It's just a single little finger.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
sad. That's like I don't
Yeah.
enjoy Kit Kats like that. It ruins
On
it.
the Vermont special nip.
It's the only nip I know of. I don't have cats. So 9 has Vermont special.
Northern nip special.
Any cats need a refill? How's Marley's weed supply holding out?
I mean, it's pretty good. I should probably give her some, but we'll see.
Okay.
Dakkar's our catnip dealer.
Absolutely. You get it fresh right from the ground from the North Country, and it drives her mad.
Well, it's
wonderful. I
dried
mean,
for the winter, but yes.
kind that drives me mad.
Oh,
well,
cat mint.
I had cat grass once. I'd never had a cat, but I had cat grass.
Catmint and catgrass, are they just different versions of catnip?
No.
don't know. No, cat grass is like completely different. I'm pretty sure.
I
It's
think
like
I know.
it's like a
It's
grass.
like
I don't. My name is
Yeah.
Cat. I don't have a clue about any catnip or anything.
Well, I spent most of my Valentine's Day in the workshop.
We're working on stuff.
I have a bit of a surprise. I went to my list of I have a long list of, oh yeah, I'll make you one of those. Might be 3 or 4 years later.
Well, that's a nice list to have.
Yeah, and it didn't much matter last year, so I put it off. But I did complete a project. Would you like it?
Yes.
I mean, I, for no special reason at all, totally want to see what you made.
Yeah, not like it's for Cat or anything.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Spoilers?
So,
I mean, maybe.
if you have a
No
pistol, which you do,
Yes, I do.
you have a 50 caliber Queen Anne style
Yes, I haven't paid for it yet, but I do have it.
screw barrel pistol,
Okay.
but it's not actually a screw barrel because those tend to go kablooey.
Yeah, no kablooey, please.
No kablooies. And part of not going kablooey is having yourself a proper belly box. for your head. So I
Loan
did,
mine to Doc, too, so he doesn't blow himself up in a parade.
he, if he's doing parades, he needs a shoulder box, a proper cartridge box. So this is going to go on your belt, right at your belly, so your belt buckle goes over the side. This sits there. So I did some leather work, some woodwork, some metal work, and you have a whole setup here. So you've got your belly box, which also has on it, of course,
A fox.
That I can tell! Or it's a cat, but I think it's a fox, because that's
it's
really...
a little sterling silver fox.
That's above and beyond. Oh, my lord.
Wait, that's scary. There we go. Okay. So you've got your top flap, which is your water and spark protection. Then you have a secondary flap underneath.
Very flat. Check.
We got a nice little deer antler closure on there.
I love those. That's nice. Thank you. Oh, my God.
We pop that open, and then you've got your block. So this will hold 7 rounds. It's sized for 50 caliber. I made you up a dummy round that you can use for demonstrations, and I'm going to pour you a pewter musket ball that you can also use for teaching stuff. I'll make that one a little oversized so that it can't fit in your gun, so you don't actually
That's
have
very
it
smart.
in your gun.
Yeah.
I will never do that, but somebody might.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Most places you
thank
would be
you.
able to say, I have the gun, I don't have anything that fits it.
Right, exactly.
so
Oh,
your
that's so
round-
good.
Your cartridges go in here in the wooden block. They're separated. The theory being that if one goes off, hopefully you won't have them all go off. Like, you've got a little space in the back to store stuff. I also made you a set of non-ferrous gun tools, so also in the block. So you've got a vent pick, brass vent pick that slips in there, and a cute little flint knapping hammer to keep your flint sharp. That goes
Love
in.
it. Oh,
And
my God.
Those are lanyarded. They're attached to the box.
It'll go with my pick and brush that I have that I never get to wear because I just...
Yeah, I didn't make a brush, so you could put that in one.
I
of the-
have one of those, though, so I can add it to the
Perfect.
kit.
And so you got your belt loops on the back. Those go around the whole block to keep it from flopping around, so it's nicely contained. Yeah.
Yeah, because Kat doesn't have enough she has to fit on her belt. I'll tell you what, fighting Kat's a pain in the butt because you always get stuck on her belt.
You're gonna have to shift stuff on your belt because when you wear this, your belt buckle's gonna have to go off to the side.
Oh,
So
when I've got my coat, I don't even need the pouch. The pouch is what needs to be. You got me the best Valentine. Oh, thanks, mate. That's so
Don't say that too loud. Captain's gonna be offended.
the little tools came out.
Well,
Little brass and copper
physical
tools.
Valentine.
I did not.
More
make the-
pirate danglies.
I purchased the fox, but yeah.
That's so good.
So I'll mail it down to you.
Well, thank you, mate. You're the best.
It was fun.
I'm overwhelmed with gratitude and awesomeness. Thank thee most kindly.
I only
I have learned to take my mug off my belt when I fight Nessa, and also
Yes, thank
I
you.
have learned to tuck back the swallow that,
Yes, thank
that
you.
hangs off my sword.
Yes,
my
thank you.
baldric as well, because
I'm
it tends to get caught on things. Mostly me. I can't draw sometimes because the swallow will catch on the sword. So.
the amount of times I've gotten stuck on your dangly bits.
I have good dangly bits. I mean,
Well, if there's
I'll
ever
fight-
a need for phrasing, this is it.
I'll fight Jack Sparrow for quality of dangly bits. Yeah, that doesn't sound any better.
Nope.
Nope. Nope. No better.
She
It's
tried.
usually about the time Captain
Dakkar, you're the
tunes in.
best.
I
Cheers
didn't
to you,
bring 'em
mate.
up.
Thank you most kindly. Happy Valentine's Day.
I made you
Ghost?
some
Ghost booze.
I made you some 50 caliber rolling forms too, so you can make paper cartridges, and I'll send you a couple paper cartridges for a pattern.
You're wonderful. Thank you most kindly.
You're welcome. It was fun. It went well. I didn't.
And we
cut- I
got
still
a little-
can. I have
We
all
got
my
a little
secrets.
tour of a belly box.
Yeah.
Belly
used to.
backs.
You don't have many rounds, but you don't need many rounds for a pistol. You just need.
Oh, and I don't mind sitting and making a few more. It's what
You-
fills your days when you're on the high seas.
And there is room behind the block so that you can shove some more in if you want, but don't get caught in inspection because that's not safe. And the block comes out so you can dump out all the powder and there's holes in the bottom, so when they leak,
Yeah,
all the
'cause
powder.
I won't travel with.
And if
just
you're not sure if
hanging
there's
around
powder,
the
you just take a little bit of a candle. and
Yeah,
you
just
put the
test it.
candle really
Put it
close
over
to
it.
the end.
Perfect.
Look inside with the candle. Is there
Exactly.
anything in here?
And then you have Nessa, who took like what 2 years before I actually used a firearm on crew. I was using the starter pistol for the first 2
Well,
years.
that's a really nicely disguised starter pistol too.
It really is. It looks legit. It's giant, but like I was just scared of the flintlocks, and I didn't
We're
use a
talking
flintlock
about,
for my first 2 years.
Freddy Feather's finger.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I don't even think
But
I've
the,
used a pistol yet on crew, so.
A shipmate.
we have some really fine firearms, and we've
They-
just added
yeah.
2 more because
I
I
think-
don't remember. Did we have Baby on for Talk Like a Pirate Day? Did we all meet Baby on that
Yeah.
day? The captain's new blunderbuss.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So we now have a brace of pistols. I think we've got 3 or 4, honestly. 5 maybe total, and we've got 2 blunderbusses, as that's what Doc got for Christmas.
Mhm.
We all saw that happen on stream as well.
I
don't
mean,
know
our
how far
weapons.
into building it.
Our weapons are
Yes.
solid. Like, I had my fear for 2 years. I've been on the crew for 5 years. 5, 6, something like that.
Going on 6. How's
So okay, so for 3 years, because I'll get rid of the year we will never mention again. I used the pistols, and I only had 1 misfire and like 2 duds, and I used it multiple times a year, sometimes multiple times a day. Only 1 misfire. That's not bad,
Yep.
especially for like flintlocks. That's why I didn't want to use one, because I heard horror stories.
A shipmate of mine has a blunderbuss with a 1-inch bore.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 caliber blunderbuss.
Oh, so just
No.
No, it's
twice
Other
the
way
bore.
around.
Twice the bore of your pistol.
yeah.
Twice the board, but
okay.
all the fun.
1 inch.
I haven't
That's
taken
the same
classes
as my
on.
smoke cannon.
I haven't taken any classes or learned very much about firearms in general.
I just
have
want to
learned-
point out that size doesn't matter.
It does when
doesn't
it's a
always,
blunderbuss.
but it does in the it.
It does when it comes to your pistol. Yeah, Kitty, that's
your dog
exactly
know
it. It's not gone off for me in a show. And then one time it didn't go off, and then I died, and it went off when I died. That was awkward. That was the one misfire I got.
Didn't we have to say boom at least once for?
Yeah, we had to say boom it, and we always have more than one pistol to like cover in case it doesn't go off. Like, there's one point where we shoot not at each other, obviously, but like at each other. And so we have the 2 so that at least one of them goes off. And there's been times we both go, boom! Because it just doesn't go off.
We go, bang.
Yep. The
Yeah,
two
pretty much.
problems with the 2 problems with black powder: sparks when you don't expect them, and
Yep.
no sparks when you do expect them.
Yep.
Right.
I will tell you, the problem I have is that I was trained that when you have a weapon, you make sure you point it down so it doesn't go off.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everybody
Trigger
points it
discipline,
up,
like
but when it goes-
Dakkar.
if you fire up in the sky, now, then the ball's going to have to come down to the ground eventually.
So you point it
But when
down.
you-
That, yeah.
Now,
But if you're firing blanks from a flintlock or military loading with a flintlock and not wadding, you damn well better hold it this way.
Yeah, that's
but as a safety in general, in the real world,
Yes.
you know,
It's all real, but yeah.
current, weaponry, for safety's sake, and that was drilled into me so much that I find it difficult to go the other way.
That's one of the other reasons I started with the starting pistol is because the first time Captain handed me it to practice, I immediately went down. Because, like, that's all
what-
modern weapons that I have fired, that's what I was taught. So that's what I automatically did. And he's like,
the
nope.
First time we handed, did you dump the powder the first time we handed you a black powder weapon? Yeah. I
Yep.
thought so.
All over. It was a great
By
time.
the way, I will note this is my fake stage pistol because you can't usually do this with a.
Oh. Mine's pretty bad. I'm still fairly certain that my very fake flintlock is the reason I got banned from TikTok for my one video.
This one's fake, but it's not bad. Other than
No, I have one like that, yeah.
the hammer has. Listen to this. 1, 2, 3.
You got
4
3?
positions.
4?
It's,
You only need the 2.
Why does it have 4?
You go three
I
quarters
don't know.
And
3/4 stop. I like that. It's 3/4 cocked.
The pattern
You
is
don't go
pretty
off
right,
half
though.
cocked. You go off 3/4 cocked or nothing.
1790s French dragoon pistol.
Very nice.
Yeah,
I
Kitty.
don't think mine's terribly accurate either, but it looks rather nice when I need to just have something on stage to stand in for my
Right.
good
Yeah.
pistol.
Yeah.
Sometimes
that
I have to
matters.
dual wield, in which case I only have one real one, and then I have to
Yeah,
make up for that.
Kitty, that's what happened to me. We had a misfire, and luckily when I died, it was in my upstage hand. So, like, it wasn't pointing towards anyone, and I had it, like, specifically
Right.
away from everything, expecting it to go off because it misfired. And it did.
It did, you hang fired. You didn't misfire.
Oh, okay, so I hang fired, sorry. And it went off in the middle of Captain Zen's speech, so it was
Usually
great
damp
time to
pow-
interrupt him.
Damp powder or damp pan will give you that.
It might have been. It might have been raining that day, actually.
It
Could've
was
been.
that was Old City, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It rained all day, and all the other
Yeah.
acts went home, and they said, "You guys want to do a third show?"
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So we did
we'll pay
3.
you for it. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really concerning when you're in Philadelphia and your weapon doesn't go off when it's supposed to, and then it randomly goes off.
Oh, they loved us. I mean, we had a good time.
They did.
We were, other than that one, not quite mishap. It's just the gun didn't go off properly. The pistol just failed you.
I didn't have good luck with any pyrotechnics that day, because I'm pretty sure I also had to run into the audience to find a lighter that day for the,
the barrel.
Granado.
For the
Oh, dear.
Granado.
Yeah.
I've
It's a
done
rough,
that during a
rainy,
cannon
weird day in
demonstration.
Philadelphia.
I
Yeah.
forgot to fire during a cannon demonstration. You just go to the crowd. So who's a smoker?
Literally, that's what I did. I, like, ran up to my now husband and was like, give me your lighter.
Keep it up. I need it now. I will return it. Maybe.
Yeah.
All right, kids, it's
We
an
have 3 shows
impromptu
today now.
steel demo.
Right.
This will teach you to give your lighter to a stranger.
It's fine. I think that was my first year using the black powder weapons, too. I'm not scared of them anymore, but I haven't fired one in over a year, so maybe I'll be scared of them again. Who knows?
There's nothing to be scared of.
I always have a healthy fear and respect for every pistol I touch. That's one of the reasons that mine doesn't live in my house just yet. I've always been on the no, I'll borrow a firearm for a show. Thank you. If you really need me to, I'm really good. I like my sword. A, I never need to load it, and B, it will never explode.
Yeah.
So, but I have really enjoyed doing the cannon demonstrations.
Yeah, the cannon's been fun.
we do.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of transferred that into joy of having a little hand cannon occasionally, and doing a cannon line or a firing line has been really, really fun at some of the beautiful events that we may get to do again someday. Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
I used to have
See-
one of those Queen Anne pistols. They're nice little guns, except no ramrod because they're supposed to be screw barrels. You have to keep a rod separately in a box.
Right.
Mm.
It is separate. It is completely separate. Doc says he's going to make the ramrod for that wee little gun because it doesn't have his own.
I have fired an original screw barrel Queen Anne. It's kind of scary.
Because screw you, barrel. Screw you, Queen Anne.
And cut threads from 1750 something, 1730 something. Yeah.
Oof.
Mm.
See, Kitty, that's just another good reason of why I don't own my own, because if I borrow someone's, I don't have to clean it.
Oh, here, let's also talk about that because we really
Oh, wait
need
till
to
y'all
do...
see the boat gun I'm gonna fix.
That's going to be our cleaning with the crew some Saturday night in the late spring when we've all had our Fauci ouchies and we're on our way and we get together again to clean up and go through our props and all. The firearms live with Doc. Doc takes very good care of everything, but I can't tell you the last time any of them been cleaned. So we all need to do that. And
That's
it's
how I
nice
feel
to
about
learn
my
anyhow.
swords.
Yeah. It's in my bag. I haven't taken it out. I haven't got it in the rain, so it's not probably rusty. But
It's probably fine, but I should probably check on it. Mine hang on my wall downstairs. My daggers are a mess. My daggers 100% need to be cleaned.
I love
And my shamshires do.
bringing people that know modern firearms into flintlocks and black powder, and the first time you show them how to clean a musket and you take boiling water and pour it down the barrel. Like, what are you doing? Like,
that's a real top and tails kind of situation.
I
That's all
didn't
the
know
way
that you
from-
do that. Wow, yeah, no, I would panic. 100% would
What?
panic.
that's how you clean a musket. You
I mean,
boiling
that's
water,
fair.
pour it down. Then you do the very safe, proper 18th century thing of blowing down the barrel to force the water out the touch hole. That really gets people nervous.
That's you don't want anyone to catch you doing that who doesn't know exactly what you're doing, because that's
Well,
when everybody goes, "What are you doing? Everything's okay, mate? What is talking?"
The fact that I just poured a quart of water into the musket, it's probably safe.
If no one saw you, what I'm saying is someone just walks in the room while you're blowing into it to try to get the water out of the touch hole. They go, "No, stop!
It works great. And if you want to be
Life is good."
if you want to be a real good friend, you point the vent hole at your buddy's legs and they get covered with black water. It's great.
Oh, so it's like cleaning a water pipe. Nah, so I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Dishwashing
I said
detergent?
Water pipe.
I feel like that would cause issues. But I guess not. I guess if you got like enough buildup.
Mighty, maybe.
I don't know.
You get bubbly. We call in the bubble fairy, and she'll take over from that point on. She'll have a really fun-looking show.
Oh yes, and this cartridge that'll be in your box is filled with blasting powder, not real powder.
Oh,
Is that better?
I mean, blasting powder sounds
Well,
worse. What pray tell is blasting powder?
It's sand used for sandblasting stuff.
Okay, that makes sense. I was like,
It go
Sounds
boom.
worse.
We don't want booms
No
in
boom.
the post office.
No boom. I
No.
don't think I'm permitted to mail black powder.
No.
They're struggling enough. Let's
please.
not make it worse.
Anything potentially hazardous? No.
so let's put a little. I'm gonna put a disclaimer. Only in the chat because
Things that go
do
boom.
not mail black powder. Just saying. Love Pirates of Fortress Fallen.
It is fun when I order powder though, because I usually get it in 50-pound lots. That's
Right.
Blasting or black?
no regular black powder. Yeah. You can buy it. Well, if you want a good price, you buy 25 pounds at a time, and I usually get 50.
Yeah, well, there you have it.
How long
You
does
don't
it
run
take you to
out
go
very
through
quick.
that?
Do you ever use the powder to check the proof of your rum?
No.
They say if you got a high enough proof to gunpowder,
Yeah.
you sprinkle a little bit of black powder on there and you light it on fire. If it catches on fire, then the proof is good.
I try
Anything
never
less
to
than
open the
that-
rum bottle and the can of powder at the same time.
I mean, that just sounds like a delicious cocktail. I don't know what
Black
you're talking
powder
about.
rum,
You know, that's how
black
they use
powder tea.
That's
Same
how they
thing.
use
Gunpowder
that rum.
teas,
That's
okay.
just that's
Gunpowder
how you
green.
get the proof of the rum was
Okay.
sprinkling black powder.
Was
and
the
you
gunpowder,
light
yeah.
up.
Right.
That was the right proof.
I knew that. I learned that in forensic school.
Yeah, there you go.
Now
Random
you
things
can
you learn
figure
at
out-
forensic school.
How we've done away with everyone. So don't do it in front of Nessa. She'll tell everyone how you did it.
Fun gunpowder trivia. Did you know that when you want to make the best saltpeter, which is potassium nitrate, one of the components of gunpowder, it's made from human urine.
Woohoo!
And
Another thing I learned in
ammonia part
forensic
of it.
school.
that's not the really interesting trivia. The best potassium nitrate, the highest concentrations of saltpeter in human urine, comes from those who are intoxicated. So they would
Intoxicated.
put collection bottles outside of the taverns, and you would
Ah!
make your deposit into that, and you'd make the king's powder from it.
Huh.
Think of that next time you bite off that cartridge and get a good old mouthful of gunpowder.
I mean, I just
Special.
wouldn't bite off the cartridge.
You have to bite off the cartridge. To join the army, you need 2 opposing teeth. That's one of the requirements.
You see, that was my problem. Is my teeth were opposed to each other so much that they left.
Well, yeah, because the cartridge for the pistol isn't the same as the cartridge for the cannon, where you just ram the whole thing in there.
Right.
In the cartridge, you have to actually
Oh.
take the powder out. Still, it's just measured out for you
You take your cartridge.
properly. Yeah.
The ball, if you're doing a military load, the ball is right there, and there is actually a lead ball in here for your musket or for your pistol if you want it. You bite off the whole thing. You keep the ball in your mouth. You pour the powder. You spit the ball in. You smack the butt of the gun on the ground. It loads, and you fire. Simple, easy as can be. You just chew on some gunpowder and lead. It's all good.
It's only simple if you make sure you have those two opposing teeth.
I
Otherwise,
Yeah, you can't have that. Do not gum your cartridge.
I don't like these things that I've learned tonight.
you like some of them. You said it seemed like you did.
I think we could have an
Creepy
entertaining.
fact.
You
I
know,
could
I
have a
would
very
think you of all
entertaining
people
day
would
training.
enjoy things like this. The lady who eats crickets.
I mean, yeah, but it's not gunpowder.
Well,
Crickets are edible. Gunpowder is
anything
not.
edible anything is edible if you eat it.
If you try hard,
That's not how that works. That is not the
Disclaimer!
definition of edible.
Disclaimer.
it's not a good battle.
Something that you eat and that doesn't kill you.
It's only a good battle.
Gunpowder.
Oh.
Black at the end of it.
Love. Just saying. Love. Pirates of
Do not
Horse's
eat gun-
We eat gunpowder.
It was sometimes prescribed as a laxative. It will work very well for that.
Yeah, because it literally tears up your intestines.
It clears out your barrels.
Kadara's taking notes.
As long as you're taking the notes that include the disclaimers that
Yeah.
I have been writing along, I think you might come out of this on the other end of maybe, clever.
Seek
Yeah.
out proper training before playing with black powder.
Don't
Yeah,
eat
the difference
gunpowder unless it's gunpowder green tea.
Yeah.
The difference between wisdom and intelligence. Intelligence, tomato was a fruit. Wisdom, not putting it in a fruit salad.
Not putting it in precisely. I'll drink to that. Red legs.
Yeah.
With my ghost arms, I'll drink to that.
You're such a mess.
Goodness.
The person who taught
was
me
cold.
the shipmate who taught me how to shoot cannons was taught by a gentleman with one hand and one hook. You listened to every damn thing he said.
No imagine, yes.
Learn from his mistakes.
Yep, exactly.
That's rough.
Does the person with gunpowder tattoos still on an eyelid?
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you
Where's your
wonder
close-up
why I was
camera
using the
now?
starter pistol.
Huh? I don't know if you could see it. It's they've faded quite a bit, but yeah, they're there. They were all here.
Oh no.
Hi,
Resilient
Yuki.
skin as a youngster.
Keep a good distance from that vent. Turns out the fire comes from both ends.
Yeah.
I learned something today. Oh, hi, Yuki! Welcome back. Excuse
What'd you
me,
learn today,
pirate.
Kat? Other than burping.
My what now?
I said, what did you learn today, Kat?
I learned that I have yet a lot more to learn about firearms before that Queen Anne comes home with me. That's what I've learned. But
Surprise!
I have learned quite a lot on the spot, on the job, how to safely handle things. Sometimes trial by fire in the bad way. Like, make sure you yell out, have a care, before you fire anything near anyone. Even if you think it's a cat gun, because it might be a cat gun.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's irresponsible. That's as bad trigger discipline, folks. Always
Yuki,
warn that you're gonna fire.
Yuki says, I know
Period.
nothing about real guns, but I know a lot about water guns. You
I
know what
know
I know a
water
lot
guns.
about? I know a lot about Nerf guns.
Yes, I was gonna go there as well. Like, I
Mhm.
know a little bit about real firearms, quite a lot about water guns, and a lot
A
about
lot about Nerf guns. I was attacked by one yesterday, actually. My husband ambushed me.
That's the most
Sounds
fun,
about
though.
right.
If you've got someone who, you know, can ambush you in your own home for fun and giggles, that's quite the best, actually.
We have one of the ones that has like a motor where it like turns the barrel and everything for it, so it like changes out the gun. So I think he gets 12 shots off without reloading. So I was attacked while I was working on stuff for Coral. It was a good
Still
time.
young, you can do that.
Also, just throwing this out there, Dakkar, please cut your hair so my husband will cut his hair.
No,
No, don't do it.
it's slowed down. I can't even put it back yet. It's still too short in the front.
No, Birch got a full bun going on. It's
Not slowed down at all.
It needs to get cut. Like, it's ridiculous.
You're not going to get any help from me.
Ghost
Birch.
hair. Ghost hair.
I was gonna say, what kind of wind is blowing over there?
Oh my gosh.
Ah,
you're-
Wendy, or
Did you use Gorilla Glue with your hair?
no, because I don't need to go when the Darwin Awards come around.
Ah.
That's not me. That's
Just a
definitely
gorilla.
Someone else.
I
Someone else.
So you
Like
can
that.
use disclaimer, you can use Gorilla Glue in hair. You use it for gluing on hair extensions. It has been used for years. You don't use the spray adhesive as hairspray.
In your hair. Yes, that's different. That is entirely 100%, 100,000% different.
Yes.
It's just a gelled CA glue. It's not anything.
Yeah, but when it's contact with your head, like
Yeah,
the
no.
chemicals and stuff, like no
No.
good. No bueno. Don't do.
Oh boy.
10 out of 10 would not recommend.
Yeah. I should give a tour of my Canon collection someday too. That would be a good.
Oh
video.
no, Birch wrote himself.
Now he's bragging.
I only have two now. I have two.
I have 0
Oh,
and
you're
I am
just-
content at my 0.
You could have back.
I have lots of swords. I have lots of whips. I don't got cannons, but I got whips. I got one.
We all have Lady Blackfire, and that's
I've
all
got
we need, really.
chains.
I think I have 2
Yes,
up here
you
and one
do.
downstairs.
Sometimes you escape them and you didn't even realize, and sometimes you didn't, and you didn't even realize.
Put him back on.
That whips are another one though, where you were saying like make sure you yell have a care. People get very concerned when they don't realize how loud a whip is going to be.
They
Turns
actually
out you're
might think
breaking the
it's a
sound bit.
firearm. That's
They're
true.
like, nah, it's
Yeah.
fine, it's not that loud, and I'm like, no, it's loud. Like I should probably be wearing earplugs, like doing this. But it's got 9 tails. There you go.
89
Um, if anyone frequents really any Renaissance festivals, I have. Ooh, this is my new one. Well, new to me. It is Don Juan from Don Juan and Miguel. It is one of his show whips that he used in multiple shows. And was put away poorly, so my cracker is wrapped up. But yeah, and it's red and black, which are Nessa's colors. But yeah, it's a nice little 6 foot. Got a nice
Very
crazy
Nice.
cracker. Cause I do a whip show occasionally for pirates where I get to whip pasta out of people's faces.
Right. Well, we were just talking the musical folks for this year's very nerve-wracking. It's definitely going to happen Renaissance Fair in New Jersey. We're talking about the year that we did the Grace O'Malley and
mhm.
had the whip crack as percussion.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We just happened to have our fabulous stage manager Terry on our meeting call, and we were talking about it. And then I went, wait! That happened at Village Fair as well, when the Pirates of Fortune's Folly needed to fill a show slot that nobody wanted to really do.
Yep.
So we'll get on the microphones and we'll do some singing. And the three of us plus Bones, as the ladies started singing the Grace O'Malley song, and from out of the fair
Yeah, just
come
randomly.
all the folks
Big
that
fair.
were working for this fair who did the New Jersey Fair where we originally did it, and including Terry and her whip. So we're halfway through the song, and suddenly, what up, Grania? And I was like, oh, it's so good. I was telling her how I have to find the video of the one at Village Fair, because I think there's video of the cracks going off every time.
Mhm.
Whereas many of the times we did the performance for New Jersey, it didn't quite go off, because she was just at a distance enough that it was close, or she didn't like make the smack because of bad weather, because boy was that the worst
Oh boy,
weather.
was that year a bad year.
Yeah.
But whip cracking as instrumental percussion. Think about
Yeah.
it, folks. It was very impressive.
I smelled like wet dog
was.
most of that season.
I don't really think about it being all that loud comparatively, because
Yeah, no, I don't think of a whip being very loud anymore.
People don't expect it, and suddenly, wha-cha, ah!
Yeah,
A little startling, I suppose.
yeah. I definitely smelled like wet dog or wet goat that entire season, because it rained and I had a fur bodice because I was the shepherdess.
Oh my gosh.
I had
I
a fur
remember.
bodice and a wool cloak, and I literally smelled like wet dog
That would be
for
wet.
3
There
weeks.
were goats.
Yeah.
There were goats.
squishier.
That's true.
There were goats. That
There
was
were
sticky
goats.
squishier.
Yeah.
Oh, Nessa. No,
Mhm.
I won't spoil it.
Hmm.
Because you love goats.
I love goats.
Devlin
Goats are my
has
favorite animal.
Devlin has something for you next time we see you. It's
goat?
not it's not physical. It's something he.
Oh, I was like, did you get me a goat? I love goats. Goats are 100% my favorite animal. I don't think there's
Yeah.
ever been contests for my favorite animal. It's always been goats. I cry sometimes.
Goat yoga.
I love goat yoga. I used to do it all the time. And then one time we had cotillion, which is like college prom essentially, at the Elmwood Park Zoo, which had a petting zoo in it, which had a whole bunch of goats. And I was slightly intoxicated. And I cried when I got to see the goats.
Oh, you pulled a Kristen Bell with a sloth
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
Yeah. I'm not gonna
Yeah, I
tell
think I got
his
12
whole.
goats
I'm not gonna tell
one
his
year.
whole thing, but I think he knows where you can find goats on Twitch, like all the time. So that's what he has for you. He has a goat channel for you. Found, and he thought of you, and I just spoiled everything. But there you go.
No,
It's
I'm so
because
excited. In
he'll get
college
that
when
to
I
you
worked
next year.
when I worked at IT, there's like a website that has like 60 different live streams of animals on it. And it's just like different zoos and stuff that just play their animals all day, and it's great. And my favorite ones to watch were the pandas, the goats, obviously, and
Play all the time.
Yeah, and the lion cubs. Those were my favorite to watch.
Aw.
Well, no wonder we can't get the pandas to breed. They've got cameras on them all day.
I mean,
Goodness.
some
I know
people
this
are
may
into
be
that.
A rude thing to say, but I have a feeling pandas do not want to exist. Why do we keep forcing them to exist?
Okay, so my argument would be I don't think they don't want to exist. I don't think they have the drive to exist. It's not that they're like, we don't want to exist anymore. It's this is too much effort.
You
Too
know,
much effort.
sometimes you just
Too
gotta-
much
A lot of
effort.
They're not going to put any effort into it. Why should I?
I mean, some of those days you just come home and your partner wants to do it and you're like, no, just leave me alone. And that's how pandas feel 24/7.
Pandas are more like, hey, did you see that ball that they just put out there? Let's go.
Yeah.
Did you see it snowed? We have to go.
We
right
have to
now.
sled.
You know, sometimes
Okay.
it's you just got to let things go. Just let it go. No,
Welcome
let
back,
it
Yuki.
go.
Yeah, I mean, it's true though, because
A
there's
bunny
nothing
live
more
stream?
there's nothing more easily distracted than a zoo animal when you give them a toy.
Yes.
I don't care
Yeah.
what kind of animal
Yeah.
you are.
Look what
But
pandas
I mean,
eat.
part-
They eat the worst thing ever to eat.
I mean, so do koalas.
I ate bamboo for lunch today. It's good. I did.
But that's
my
not
favorite.
all
Would you
they
have
eat.
like bamboo shoots?
Yeah, and my noodles.
Oh, I don't like bamboo shoots. They have a weird texture.
They're crunchy. They're good.
I like
think-
I mean,
What
it
are
was noodles
chestnuts?
also had panda meat in it, so it just seemed to make sense.
And they're assassins. Everybody knows that pandas are assassins because they
ninjas.
go out, they eat, they shoot, and then they leave.
Oh goodness.
Oh.
My favorite animal I ever saw at a zoo was a camel, and it was at the Cape May Zoo. They have one camel.
They do.
And he had an itchy back. And he couldn't scratch his back. Like, it was like where his hump was. He couldn't scratch it. So he took a traffic cone and picked it up and kept throwing it over his head to land it on his back so that he could use it against the tree to scratch his back. He spent at least 2 hours doing this, because I know I made Austin or Birch watch him with me, watch him with me for 30 minutes, and then we left, and we came back, and he was still trying to scratch his back, and I'm like, why did a handler not just go scratch his back for him? He has an itchy back, just help the boy out.
I need to
and
get
then
the picture in my head. Is it one hump or two camel?
It was one hump camel.
Okay, so the one traffic cone works. Just
Yeah.
I'm just picturing it sitting on.
Yeah,
the top
no, he was a one hump camel. I have this thing when I go to the zoo, I pick my favorite animal and I buy a stuffed animal version of him. So I have a stuffed version of this camel, and I also have a stuffed Hank, who is a sloth bear, which I didn't realize was real things, because in my brain, if they combine two animals, it's Avatar. Like, that's just what it, like a bear duck. Like, I heard sloth bear and I went, no, that's not a real thing. It is. It's awesome. They look crazy, and they got really long fingernails. And they have one at the National Zoo. His name is Hank, and he can stick his tongue under his glass enclosure, which is like a regular glass enclosure, like sealed off, and he can like stick his tongue under to get some honey. It's weird.
Aww.
And those are my two favorite
live stream with his bunnies, and I'm here for it.
Well, he had mentioned,
should.
I forget what day we went over to Doc after, but Doc was playing Jump. So it might have been Friday, I don't remember, but we went over and Rock and Doc was playing Jump, and I was playing a video game, and every time he said jump, I was jumping, and then Kadara was like, yeah, the bunnies are really loving this. And they came over to the speakers. It was great. So I would love, and they are very cute bunnies. If you have not joined our Discord, you should join, because there's pictures of the Bun Buns there.
Yeah.
Funny pictures.
The Bun Buns are great. I love the Bun Buns.
Young Cat got a reputation going on a trip to the zoo because I was just really excited. I love animals. I love animals. Foxes are by far my favorite, but I mean, when you get to a zoo, it's like zoo animals. Yay! Particularly, I am fond of predatory animals. I find plant eaters boring. So sue me, whatever. But I was so excited that they had snow leopards. And they must have been as far away from the front gate as was humanly possible to be, because I would tell my mates, I'd say, I want to see the snow leopards. Then we go, okay, well, we're going to go here. Okay. And then we would see the animal that was there, and I would say, I want to see the snow leopards. We'd go, and I think maybe finally I got to see them. I don't even remember. I was very little. But at the end of that camp year, because I believe it was a summer camp, they gave out superlatives, and I won the I want to see the snow leopards award. So Young Cat must have just annoyed everyone the entire day. Just, I really, really wanted to see the snow leopards.
Are we not going to discuss that Cat had to go see the cat?
I also love red pandas.
Red pandas are great.
They're not necessarily, predators, where I was admonishing the plant eaters before, but they're like tree foxes. They're just wonderful. So they're also another favorite. And I got me a wee little red panda from that zoo trip. A little bitty one. Not a real one, stuffed one, like the one that Nessa has with the camel.
I got to feed a giraffe.
Elephants. Yeah,
Red
elephants are
pandas.
always fun to watch.
Giraffes are
And go in the
wild.
backstage for the big cats.
I used to love Six Flags had, before they closed up everything and put them all behind cages, it was free range safari to drive through when I was growing up, and it was my favorite thing in the world. Specifically, I loved when we took someone that forgot we had a sunroof, because I would open the sunroof during the giraffe exhibit,
Okay.
and the giraffe would just stick his tongue in. every time without fail, and it was my favorite thing because I'd just be sitting in the back seat, and my mom and I'd be waiting for it to happen. But no, that was my favorite thing because they'd like come up to you and like you'd be able to see everything. They had like the cats, I think, were always in cages, but like
Yeah.
they had like free range
Gotta keep anything
giraffes
that
and
can
stuff.
get into
Oh, it
your
was so
car.
The
good.
baboons were loose.
The baboons were loose. This is
That
true.
was
That's when
wildness.
you make sure you get near the baboons and you close the windows so that the worst you
Yep.
get is a baboon butt on your
On the
window,
ceiling, yeah.
because-
Oh yeah, we only opened the sunroof for the giraffes. That's the only time it was open.
Because
Giraffes are shockingly
Monkeys.
large. Their
They
hair
are
are.
so much bigger than you think they're going to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, we went. My uncle is a zookeeper, so we got lots of behind the scenes, with baby giraffes feeding them, and with the big cats. But you weren't allowed. You had to stay in the middle. They could reach.
they'll eat you.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing a
Good
pattern
time.
of tongues here. Yeah, I guess I just get fascinated with animals with weird
that's
tongues.
why I was laughing. I read Kitty's comment about seeing a pattern here. It's all about tongues with you people. Nah.
I don't know. I
Talking
think
about the
it's
spot for
interesting.
The leopards.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Different
not tongues. That's fine.
I like Mercy's zoo stories because you have close encounter family at the zoo.
Yeah.
which is nice.
It's always a lucky thing to have.
Aye. Sorry. I was
Oh
gonna
look,
super
hi
smart.
Devlin.
Yay!
First thing, not even a hi, just
Oh.
immediately tries to.
Just shut up.
Wait, is that the goats? Is that the goats? I was gonna be like rude, doesn't even say hi, just straight up shouts out a channel.
I didn't spell it right. Sorry, I didn't spell it right. I'll try again. And don't click my first link because that will be wrong. Mary's Milk Monsters. Okay, that's adorable. There you go. Try
All right,
that.
I'm
Stop
gonna
tracking.
go.
That's
I'm gonna
legit.
go follow this page real
I'm gonna
quick.
go away and I'll be back. I have to go watch the goats.
Despite the name of the
Thank you,
channel, it is
Devlin.
family safe.
Thank you very
So
much.
many goats.
I'm sorry I ruined your surprise, but I couldn't hold it in as goats came up in actual conversation. So, thank you for
I love
coming
that
in.
Captain knows me so well and my obsession with goats. Literally, if we go to a fair and there's goats, like, you lose me for a solid hour of the fair because I get, like, my lunch break is literally me just playing with the goats. Like, I forget to eat and I just play with the goats. It's
They
great.
bring babies. Forgive the failure protocol. Well,
Yes.
yeah, as long
Yes,
as you
I
forgive
do.
me for spoilers, that's all.
A friend of mine had a goat that had been trained to wear dog pack side
Yeah.
saddle packs to carry
Oh,
stuff.
cute.
Yeah, they'd go hiking and he'd carry his own food.
Pack goat.
Aw.
I mean, I figured a goat would have an even easier time following you on a hike.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Mm-hmm.
Can go anywhere. With the creepy vertical.
We had some that went on the hike with us in Peru. We had some goats that went. It's pretty cool. Also, goats really like Carvel ice cream cake, specifically the blue frosting.
Typically, though, like it has to be Carvel. They won't. touch
Yeah, because it has that like really
The
pigmented
blue
blue frosting
Yeah.
on it.
It's the best
Like that's
part.
only on Carvel, and the goats really like it.
Cookie stuff is the best part of
Mhm.
Carvel.
Yes,
You're
yes.
right. And then
I
the
do
blue
not
frosting.
argue. I don't like the blue icing, but like the
Like the
cookie
blue
stuff,
icing.
like I think it's Bears. No, not Bears. Briars. Is that one make?
Oh,
Who
yeah,
is that? Do they
Breyers.
make ice cream? They have one
Yeah.
that's just cookie crumble ice cream. Yeah. Oh no, we went in a full circle. We're back to ice cream.
Well, Yuki, if you are looking for the goat stream that Captain Devlin just shouted out, click the second one, not the first one. I don't know where. Mary C. Milk Monster.
It doesn't bring you anywhere. It just says this channel doesn't exist.
So you know, if you want the goats, do the second one, and if you want to get lost on Twitch, you can use the other one.
We did follow them though, so it might occasionally end up where we host them if no one else is on because goats.
Here, have some goats.
You know Nessa ran the last stream when there are suddenly goats on the channel.
Yeah.
That's delightful. Thank you, Captain Devlin. Also, yes,
Thanks,
wait till
Captain.
after. We've only got 20 minutes left. Stick around with us and then go visit the goats because they're
They're
good
not
too.
online anyway.
They're not online yet, so you'd be watching a VOD. But that's what I'm gonna watch during school tomorrow.
You're going to watch nothing but goat videos on demand for the next 5 days.
Yes.
So,
And
alright.
I'm very excited about it. I love
should
goats
see
so
what the
much.
cats think of the goat channel. They much enjoy the bird and squirrel channel. So.
Oh well, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Marley used to watch the kittens. There's Tiny Kittens channel on, I think it's a YouTube channel.
What
My
they
best
think
mate
of
would
that.
be able to tell you for sure, but now she'll kind of still watch real animal TV. I also have a channel that comes on my television automatically. It's not something I asked for, but it's part of my telly. So when I
That was
turn
my
off,
excuse when that came on the TV. Well, I didn't ask for that.
well, when I turn off what I'm actually any of the apps that I'm using,
Oh
turns
yeah,
on
yeah, yeah.
Samsung TV, and I have one channel on there that I leave on there because it's the only thing worth watching because it's free and whatever. It's the pets channel, and it's literally people have sent in videos of their pets doing weird, cute, funny, horrible things. And Marley will sit and watch it when she's noticing it. She can tell the difference between home video and not. She used to watch America's Funniest Home Videos with me when I was little. When I was little? I haven't had her that long. When she was little is what I mean. But she would sit for the entire half hour and watch because there's something about home video.
It was just Bob
looking
Saget's
real
voice. That was
versus- Yeah, maybe. But so she would watch these pet channels. She'd watch the Tiny Kittens, and she watches it slightly less now because she's completely deaf. She can't hear them anymore. But when we would turn it on, she would know because she'd hear the TV going, "Here, little baby kittens," and she would like stop what she was doing and be like, "What? My babies are in the TV," and she would sit and watch them for like an hour. It was wonderful.
Did anyone
I need to
see
find
the-
that pet channel.
Anyone see the YouTube series from a few years ago where they had a litter of kittens and they built them a dollhouse to live in?
No.
Sounds like the
Wow.
most adorable thing I've ever seen.
It was
And
the
I've never seen
cutest.
it.
I don't know if they've kept the house with new kittens or not, but they had like a bathtub and beds and stairs, and it was great.
Oh
It
wow.
was like and they had a backyard with a swing set and a playground, and there was a couple levels to the house, and the kittens were anyway.
That's awesome. Wow. I need to find that pet channel though, because Pistol like freaks out when she hears kittens meowing. Like she gets real excited and tries to go find them. So we open box of kittens on the Echo a lot. But yeah, I need to find that. So it just sits on and she'll go, What? Cats? Where?
I don't know if our two boys would care about kittens. They definitely like watching the squirrels on TV though.
I think Pistol just likes. I have this theory that my dog was raised by cats. She like licks her paws to clean herself like a cat does, not like 'cause dogs sometimes do it for like inside their ears, but she'll do it for everywhere. She sleeps like a cat, like the full like
Curled up,
donut,
yep.
no paws, like under the body kind of situation. She
puppy
doesn't bark.
Dog love.
Puppy
No, not full puppy love, but like the one where like the paws are so in a donut kind of situation. Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
She doesn't bark, and like I swear she was raised by cats. I'm waiting for her to meow one day.
I didn't raise your dog, but
Yeah, not that cat.
No.
Maybe Marley.
Marley could have tried, but she has no maternal instincts. Everybody's like, she needs a little brother or a little sister. She needs some companionship. I was like, she'll eat them. Are you kidding? That's not happening.
she'll eat
There
them,
would
it's
be murder, and I don't want to be responsible for that. So no. I kind of thought maybe she'd be like, oh, that's right. The Tiny Kittens channel was from that story about the grandpa kitten, the grandpa rescue cat who was cranky and hated everybody, and then they gave him kittens, and he became their grandfather, and he raised the kittens. And so somebody, well, maybe we could do the same for Marley. I was like, I don't trust her. I don't want to be responsible for, yeah.
I mean, that's why we only have one dog. But I like Yuki's idea that maybe it's a cat dressed up as a dog.
Maybe.
Oh, I love it. Well, see, all right, Kitty Rin had a Sheltie that was raised by a cat who found out how to mew, and then one day she discovered bark. And once a dog
I had the
discovers their
opposite.
bark, that's it.
I had a cat who tried to bark. I had that one because she was the only cat we had, and we had a whole bunch of dogs. So she tried to. She like ended up. It didn't sound like a bark, but it would be like a like that was her version of a bark.
Aw.
Yeah, that's true.
My cat didn't.
Just...
Sorry.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say my one cat didn't meow for the longest time. He was the runt and he was very tiny. And then somewhere along the line, the last few years, he's learned how to meow, but it's always angry meowing. And I'm like, what happened?
Well, Marley now sounds like she's either saying no or mom all the time. Real angry like.
I mean, that's probably what she's doing.
Yeah.
She just, yeah. Anyhow, she's snoring right now, so whatever. But Red Legs has shared with us the Building the Perfect Squirrel-Proof Bird Feeder, which I have replaced so the title is next to the link. But otherwise, that's all Red Legs. Will you explain what you have shared with the chat?
Well, you were talking about animals doing weird and crazy and squirrels and all and how they like them.
Right.
And this gentleman who is a former NASA aerospace engineer and does a lot of great crazy things on the tubes of you was trying to make a squirrel-proof bird feeder. And in what he ended up doing is making an obstacle course for squirrels. And you watch the squirrels learn how to get past each and every barrier to get to the bird feeder, to eat all the... And it's just fascinating and hysterical what happens with these squirrels and what they do and how they contort themselves. And it's just amazing. You talk about animals being amazing. That's what this does.
I think I've watched the link that you posted, so I highly endorse it. Again, wait till we're done. Don't go away. It's really impressive. They just, it's a couple of them, right? A couple of squirrels, and he nicknames
it's a handful,
them.
Yeah, he's named them.
Yeah.
He names them.
Aww.
Oh my god, they got them bunk beds. Yeah, I had a cat, and I just put this in chat. I had a cat that this poor cat, her name was Whack. She would take baths every week because I had to bathe her because I had to take baths, so my cat needed baths. She wore doll clothes. She had a doll cradle that she would sleep in next to my bed. Oh my god. She would sit in a stroller and like just let me push her around the house. She would have loved that dollhouse.
That's so cute.
In the bathtub is literally, I think I'm gonna cry.
He's so perfect.
And then they have, where is it? They have their yard in the back with AstroTurf.
Oh.
I love that bench. I want it for my cat.
This was probably 5 years ago, so I'm sure they're full-grown cats at this point. But...
Marley could sit on that bench. It doesn't look too small.
Looks like Kadaro just sent a YouTube link of cats barking.
Oh boy.
I'm going to all the
now,
links when we're done.
I will say that squirrels are very smart when they want to be, but have you ever watched the squirrel that got drunk off of a pumpkin?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because that's a great video.
Time video, so I've definitely spotted that one, but that's good. Fermented pumpkin, it's good for what ails you. Hey, pun. It was a pun, but it was razor thin pun.
Wow.
Good for what ails you.
Sad.
Cheers. Ghost drinks.
Oh my god.
Cheers.
I have chosen this life. I am stuck here.
I'm done. I have there's a really good chance I will not be using this background again, so enjoy it while you can, because I'm not sure I'm fond of being a poltergeist.
I mean, it's
It
fine.
seems like you're fond of it, though.
Ugh. Angles. I guess the closer I get, the more likely I am to keep my color and my pirate ship.
Yep,
Very exciting.
Wow, this was this.
Me. Pirate.
I was trying to make conversation, but okay, cat.
I know. Drunk squirrels are fun. Kitty's making all the conversation we need. Let's be real about that.
You know what else is fun? Drunk cat.
Yeah.
Me? Or like cats? This time
You.
I'm confused.
You. 100% you.
It was very clear from last Sunset Rummin that I don't require alcohol in order to get the way I get. However,
It helps. Yeah, literally, she was drinking water last week, and like you could have
weren't
believed
sure.
she was completely drunk.
I could have had alcoholic water, but I didn't last week.
Mm-hmm.
It was I had come into things saying, oh, okay, everybody's drinking water, good, because that's what I'd like this week. And then I was one of the only people drinking actual water.
No, everyone drank. Oh,
Yeah.
you mean like water? Yeah, because there was fancy water. There was water that makes my
Alcoholic water.
There was. I was the only one with alcoholic water.
Yeah.
There was aggressive water or angry water. It was angry water is what we called it. Yeah.
I drink that most of the time. Rum shark.
Rum
Go-
gives me +6 charisma. There you go. No, I can
Are you
add
trying
8.
to- You're trying to tell me I'm 5 rum sharks, Devlin, because you know that's not true.
It's not 5.
Ooh, hot chocolate. Ooh, I love me some hot chocolate.
Ooh.
I might make some hot chocolate after
I
this.
bought hot chocolate. I was gonna make hot chocolate bombs because I bought the molds.
What are those?
Oh,
They're
the ones
you
we-
mold, get like the half circle molds, like chocolate, and then you put hot chocolate, marshmallows, whatever else in it, and then you put the two together, and then when you put it in the cup, you pour hot milk on it, and then it's hot chocolate.
Oh, so it's not hot chocolate; it's the powder.
Yeah. And then you put it in like a
In it.
chocolate, like
Put it in
a
a chocolate.
a milk chocolate
A real
or
chocolate
drinking
ball.
chocolate, like
Ball.
So I'm
ball.
Yeah.
thinking, wouldn't that melt the chocolate bowl?
Oh no, yeah, chocolate
Yeah.
ball. You
Ball.
put the ball in the cup.
Ball. Sorry,
The
yes.
Yeah.
ball in the cup.
It's a little ball. You drop it and it goes. It's like a bath bomb, but for chocolate.
With the
Not
soda
to
in
be
the bowl.
confused
In
with
the
your
bowl.
bath bombs.
In the bowl. In the bowl.
Do
I
the
was
thing.
gonna make some for Valentine's Day, but then I didn't.
Kudarja, you have a
That sounds
custom
great.
rum bottle? Yeah, send it in the Discord. I want to see that. That'll be cool.
Yeah, I want to see. Although I am
I
getting mead inspired by me. Somebody's sending me a
yes,
recipe.
someone
That's
on
right.
TikTok,
Very
right?
excited. Because one, I'm someone's favorite TikToker apparently, and
One of
two,
mine.
he's making a mead inspired by one of my characters.
Oh no.
Did he tell you which one?
Well, he let me pick, so I said Persephone because
Nice.
Fae.
There you go.
Persephone, the evil
I like it.
fairy.
yeah,
Yes. All right. Sorry. No, the dark fairy. Let's not get
she's not
judgy.
evil. She eats.
Right.
Her little demon eats nightmares for the kids and gives them brave that they know how they can face their nightmares.
Judgy because it's a dark fairy doesn't
Right.
mean they're.
She
So she
is dark
eats-
fae, but they don't know that she does the other things.
Okay, so she eats nightmares and then she burps good dreams.
Well,
No,
that's
no, her
also-
demon eats the nightmares, and then
And then
makes
she burps out a
fairy.
good dream.
Then makes fairy.
Oh,
Or she barks. Or she poops.
She doesn't burp.
She,
And
she
no, not
poops the
Yerza.
night
I
dream.
could have done Yerza. That would have. Yeah.
I want a meat inspired by yours. It'll taste like blood and death.
But I think
I'm
it's
not
gonna be
entirely sure that
strawberries
Yerza-
and chocolate. So actually, that would have worked. But oh well.
has Irza shown up on your TikTok yet, though?
No, I don't have
not,
her on TikTok.
Not a character that yet your fan would be familiar with, but
Yeah.
you know, get that Velociraptor head out there in the world again anytime because boy, is that my favorite thing. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, we did run a campaign of Dungeons and Dragons. You can find it. I'm not sure here on the video on demand anymore, but definitely
No,
on
not
our
on demand.
look
On
us up
YouTube.
on the YouTube. Fortunes, Follies, plural, because YouTube's funny that way. And at some point we'll have a real link for you. If you subscribe, it'll be much quicker for us to be able to say, hey, we are youtube.com/Fortunes Folly or whatever. So
But yes, Mercy, it was her first time playing, and she played a druid, and she wanted to turn into a velociraptor.
Yep.
So she was Velociraptor,
she wanted to, and so she did.
and so she did.
I don't
Yep.
even know where it is. I was gonna pull it out, but I don't know where it is.
It was so good. She's like, she shows up on like our second session, third session's like, I have props, and I'm like, what do you mean you have props? We're like playing here. You don't need minis or anything. She's like, I have props, and then all of a sudden she pulls out this Velociraptor. I'm like,
Yuki Dog beat me to their own shout out because while I was waiting for the conversation to wrap, because I didn't want to interrupt this time, I noticed today when I was putting up Doc's latest story time with Doc that Yuki followed us on and subscribed to us on YouTube. So thank you very much, mate.
yay.
Thank you.
Very glad to
Hi,
have you there.
kitty.
And we'll keep putting some fun stuff up there. Kitty!
Aw.
This is Craig.
No, you're a bird.
Bogey got jealous.
I said hi, kitty. I still love that you guys can hear him all the way across the room.
I heard
Bogey's
him.
a bird. He's loud.
He's not being loud though. Like he's
I
being
hear
very
the bell
quiet.
too. I can hear the bell.
This cat has a bell.
What you got, Mercy? What you got? What you got? What you got?
Just fruit.
Fruit. I'm
Frozen
jealous.
fruit.
I need some right fresh fruits and vegetables in this house. I'm out. It's been too bloody wintry to go get fresh things, so I've been eating out
It's
of
not
cans.
fresh, it's just frozen. But I used it for ice for my iced
Oh,
tea.
what a great idea! I need to do more of that too, especially with raspberries. They make great ice.
Aye.
Kadaro,
Figure
it looks
yourself.
great. Like it looks legit for like just ripping off and writing rum. Like it looks really good. I like it.
I like. All right, here I'm gonna disentangle the chat for a minute. Yuki Dog said hello kitty when Red Legs' kitty was on the thing, and Kitty Rin said hello. Which was actually pretty cute because I was also about to say, oh hello. So there's so much catness going on here, and there's no one named Katniss. So
An orange wing-tipped Amazon? Wow. Oh, it's so pretty.
did it talk or do like things? I know that's a silly thing to ask about every parrot owner ever, but I mean most of the parrots that I've known have been incredibly smart. So even if they don't talk, maybe they know how to do something really smart. So I'm always curious about what parrots can do. I'm gonna have to go look at that as well. Yay!
So pretty. I love them. Where is he? Oh, it's over there here. They're so pretty. I love birds.
You never changed that you're drinking bees.
Oh yeah, I was drinking rum for a
Bees?
while, but now I'm back to bees. It's fine.
Pretty. They're very pretty.
Bogey's like, I know you're talking about another bird. Why am I not over there? All right, let's get a bogue.
Let's let Bogey close out the show for the day. We are coming right up on 8 o'clock. We didn't even have a chance to talk about our fun merch. I still haven't bought a blankie, but I need to buy a blankie because in our Pirates merchandise we have a logo
Oh,
blankie
careful.
and I need one.
I
Also
still have
down
my
below.
coffee cup. I haven't broken it yet.
I haven't either. I'm very proud of me. I'm very proud of you. Because those little ceramic things just
Lose the
they go
handle.
quick in this house.
I'll lose the
Yeah,
handle.
exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's my own fault. I should have let you do that
Bogey.
before I picked you up, huh? Yeah, I'll
What
accept that.
happened?
Aw.
He pooted on me.
Oh.
Well, you know, that happens almost every time.
Well,
do
yeah,
this
but it's
thing.
usually not immediately. Usually, he like does it in his cage and then comes over. But can you say
Well,
hi?
it's good, little bogey man.
Can you say hi? No, go away! I'm trying to show you in the screen.
You keep
So-
meet bogey meet. Never mind, he's gone.
Well, usually if I hold him up, that's when he flies back to his cage. So I was holding him up for the screen or for the camera, and he went,
Right.
"Oh, I have to go back. Okay, bye, mom."
Well, how rude.
He was like, "Nope." He does not actually play peekaboo. He does not like peekaboo. He likes giving you kisses though. He hung out with me today and took my entire eyebrow off my face.
Oh.
So I had to redraw it before stream. Not like the hair or anything, like the filler part for it, just to be clear. Like, I have very light eyebrows, so if I don't draw them in, you can't see them, and he, like, took off all of the pencil that I had drawn my eyebrows in with. And then tried to go after my mascara, and I stopped him.
I'm sure that was bogey and not anyone else. Also, I was just realizing I'm empty, so I have to put the mug down so I don't do the unlucky thing. No toasting with empty mugs. That's how 2020 happened. So I do see it's 8 o'clock. Thank you, friends, for joining us. It
Yeah,
was
we'll
lovely.
We'll
It
see you
went
guys
by like a
Friday.
flash.
Hey,
And yeah, come back and play games with us Friday. This time, maybe folks will be here. I won't be here, but maybe folks will be here.
And if not, I guess I'll just be here doing some more Secrets of
We'll
Monkey
have
Island
Friday night
goodness.
fun. We will have Friday night fun, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Come back here, play games with the pirates.
be square and be there.
And then
Yes.
Saturday night, 7 o'clock, good for you, mate?
Sure.
After the night, 7 o'clock, we're gonna have Dakkar and his musket, unless something changes. This is the announcement. I'll try to put something out. We'll talk about it before I do that.
Yeah, and so that I don't have to respond to what Devlin just put in the chat, we're gonna leave so that I don't have to pretend that I read his message. And I don't like we went over this. They're not my guns. I don't want to clean them. Okay, bye.
Bye.
And I'm kind of sad. Oh no, he is still playing. I was like, Rock and Doc was playing. It's because he bumped ahead of us. He was behind us
Oh.
before for most of the